Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a magnificent Monday night, kicking off another weekend wrestling with WWE RAW. The King and Queen tournaments begin. Round one, we got breaking news, big news, lots to talk about, lots to get into. So click all those buttons, get in that chat, say hello. Happy Monday to everyone out there. Grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we have WWE RAW on tap tonight. Going to be a fun one, a stacked card, the King and Queen Round 1 tournament. It's going to be a good one, Nick. We're going to get into all of that. It's going to be a lot to talk about. But like I said, get in that chat. I hope everyone's doing well. And don't be quiet. Hit that like. Hit those reaction buttons. Massage that algorithm. We would like to see triple digits in this chat tonight. But for the next 3 hours, you're stuck with Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. And I feel like we got to address something, my guy, because unfortunately, you're Toronto Maple Leafs.
We're going right out of the gate at it, are we?
Well, we got to address it. We got to get out of the way. Well, because there's another person who's already out of the tournament. We can talk about that too.
Very much so.
Right. But I think there might be somebody that's been trapped up in WWE headquarters that could replace him potentially.
Interesting. Is he ready?
I mean, he was working out and everything. I mean, I'm not trying to, he didn't seem too bad. And it seems like he's even said that they're trying to keep him from him versus, he's really, they're locking him in a bathroom. That's why. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. For those who don't know, Drew McIntyre cannot go. You did mention the Leafs. Yeah. Heartbreaking. Fuck it. Screw Boston. I don't like anybody. I don't even want to see Boston's name in the chat tonight. But with all that being said, Drew McIntyre is not medically cleared to participate in the King of the Ring tournament and will be replaced.
Yeah, and I'm strongly suggesting that Phillip Brooks, Mr. CM Punk, who after the pre-show for Backlash got locked in WWE headquarters, has now just been playing Phantom of the Punk around WWE headquarters.
He's gonna adopt the Sting gimmick, and we won't see him. He'll be up in the rafters and shit for the next while.
Hey, well, and he sat there and even said, maybe I'll show up for the Hartford Raw or something like that. So we'll see. I even saw he found the WrestleMania 30 initial lineup that he was supposed to be on. It was him in the co-main versus Triple H.
Right? Yeah, there's that. I did see the old the little bag tap he gave to Andre. That was cute.
Did one to take her. Yeah.
Having a time, but very interesting. We will see if it is in fact him. I just don't know if he's ready, Nick. I don't know if he's ready to go.
Valid, very valid. Like that's more me just kind of smoking hopium there to hope that, and it would just really play into that story because is that currently outside of the bloodline WWE's biggest story is Drew versus Punk.
Drew versus Punk has been outstanding. Like it's been really entertaining, a whole lot of fun. If Drew is out for an extended period of time, I'm really curious how they're going to handle it because it was really going well. So it will be super unfortunate.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if we get that twist that now Punk's healthy while Drew's out. We just keep doing this dance.
Right. Now they found a way to keep the story interesting while CM Punk has been, rehabbing. So maybe they do that with Drew too. Maybe he's in a slam. I don't know what the specific injury
I think it goes back to after Mania he had something with his elbow. So I think it goes back to that.
Yeah. As a man with a funny elbow, it's not a good time.
But then again, let's be honest. Did you think that Punk could have cost Drew this match with Finn and still would have had him out pretty early in the King of the Ring? Did you have him going on a good run here?
I mean, he could have easily gone near the finale, and maybe it was the semifinals where Punk gets into his head, and he loses to someone like a Gunther, maybe. I could have definitely seen that playing out. But yeah, I kind of feel like even if he was in the tournament, Punk would have been a part of that story. So again, it would be very ironic if CM Punk slides in, even though, like I said, I'm not sure if he can. I'm not sure if he can, folks, but we will see. The card tonight is absolutely stacked, Nick. Lots of matches. A lot of those dream booking matches that we usually see elsewhere have been set up this eve.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of, I know I specifically go at the fucking Stopwatch Society. They had a 3-hour program and only 20 minutes of wrestling and all of that. Boy, howdy, are you getting your buffets full of wrestling matches tonight on Monday Night Raw? Because I do have actually the whole card pulled up.
Yeah, shoot.
What they've announced of Gunther versus Sheamus. So banger after banger. Kofi versus Ronald Mysterious, Iyo Sky.
I mean, you know what? Sorry to interrupt there, but I think that at minimum should be a fun match.
It's two vets. It's two guys. Like, think about it. You got to remember, Kofi, even when he was winning Kofi Mania, had been there for 11 years. And how long has Ray been doing it?
Yeah, we know Ray's is like in his last months, maybe year max.
Yeah, maybe.
So we'll see.
People kind of said that about Ray for like the past like couple years, though, that he's at the end.
Yeah, but I think he came out recent, like not that recent, but he did say like he's winding down here. He has to be.
Fair enough.
Especially the way he wrestles, right? Like, how much older can he get and still do like the penguin dive to the floor?
Yeah, like, you never see a punch kicky luchador. You never see a punch kicky luchador.
Right. It's again, there's a transition to be had. And again, he could definitely be on like a Legends deal and pop in and out, but I think even he feels like it's got to be close.
Right. Sorry if I cut you off there, but do you want me to go on to the next match?
Sure.
Iyo versus Natalya, and then Shayna versus Zelina. I think those kind of lean one way, kind of clearly. Iyo over Natty, Shayna over Zelina.
Yeah, we never have a whole lot of faith in Natty. No offense, Natty. It's just who you are. And then Shayna seems like a heavy favorite on the other side. So yeah, I mean, again, but this should make for two solid women's matches on the card tonight.
Well, and Zelina's a defending, I should say, Queen of the Ring.
That's true. So we'll kill her off quick.
Game of Thrones style.
Right?
And the match that I'm honestly, outside of Gunther versus Sheamus, the match that I'm looking forward to the most, Ricochet versus Ilia. That just sounds like it's going to be a hell of a fucking match to watch.
I think this match is going to be insane. If they give them time to cook, man, how could it not be something special to dive into? I mean, literally, Ricochet, we all know what he's been doing since he's been back. A fan favorite, a hugely popular talent. And Ilia is just Ilia. Like, I honestly think Ilia is going to win this. But
it's still going to be a match that you're going to remember post Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm. And that's where we start talking about, like, oh shit. I mean, Gunther, Sheamus, that's a bit of a dream pay-per-view style booking. Ilia and Ricochet, same thing. Like, if we had told people months ago, like, would you want to see an Ilia? Anybody who's a fan of any company would be like, yeah, that'd be wicked.
Right. Well, even Drew Finn. Now, granted, Drew's out, so it's going to be interesting to see who replaces Finn, what have you, or replaces Drew versus Finn.
Yeah.
But that right there, that's a pay-per-view caliber match. Mm-hmm. Lyra versus Asuka has. I know you're kind of a bigger fan of Lyra than I am. I feel that this has the potential to be a really good match. It just, I worry that it might expose Lyra because Asuka ain't gonna fuck around.
No, I think Lyra will be fine. I do, and I'm optimistic about this match. I like the booking. Again, Lyra, we saw it when she won the title. She could steal this win tonight, which would be crazy. But at the end of the day, I think this might. She's going to go in the ring with one of the best, one of the most unforgiving women in the division.
Mm-hmm.
I think she'll do well.
They obviously are really behind her because she's been in the ring with Becky. Now she's going to be in the ring with Asuka. She has the potential to go over Asuka. Mm-hmm. I believe she went over Becky.
She did.
Right. So she has the potential to go over two former women's champions, and she just debuted on the main roster. So
yeah, and she's one of those talents, Nick, that her strength is the ring. Her strength is what happens in the ring. We see her trying to find her personality, and who is she other than like really good? Yeah, right. So I think her wrestling's going to be fine tonight. It's what happens beyond this. Like, I don't really know if I see her as, being the Cinderella story of Queen of the Ring, but I'm optimistic about the match.
Fair enough. I think she has the potential to really show out in this match. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile. Zoe's winning that one.
Ooh, interesting.
You think Ivy?
Maybe. You never know. Ivy's a tank.
Fair.
I like Ivy.
I think we're going to set up Shayna versus Zoe at one point of tag team partners have to have a match against each other.
Very possible. Very likely. I don't disagree with that at all. Again, this match will be interesting. This one's the one I'm more like, will this match fall on its face? I hope not.
Yeah. Now, granted, they could also do the whole, well, you made it and I didn't, so now I'm getting bitter and I turn on you. But they seem like they need women's tag teams. Honestly, we were talking about this. They need tag teams in wrestling, period. The wrestling tag team division across every company is kind of shit right now.
Yeah.
So we need to keep tag teams together.
Yeah. Keep the hashtag keep tag teams together.
Make tag team wrestling great again.
Absolutely. Let's go. Anything else on the card? That's the gist of it.
No, that's all that so far that I've seen that they've advertised. That's just
more matches than Backlash.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. That was a party in all Francais on Saturday.
Do you feel about the haters out there, the naysayers, the people that watch wrestling with such hate? I'm setting this up nicely. What do you think about this concept of the pay-per-view sucked? The crowd was really good. No, it's funny.
You can have that. That you know what I'm mad at.
Right? In one company, the wrestling's amazing and the fans are to blame if they're not cheering. The other company, the fans are outstanding and the wrestling still sucks. What?
What is wrong with you, boy?
People just can't be like, oh, that was really cool. No, it's like, you all kill me.
But it's so funny to me because those are the ones that always just enjoy the wrestling and then shit on nothing but wrestling.
You're not wrong.
There is no pleasing you. Why are you a wrestling fan if you just can hate everything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody, I mean, even I saw it on one of the comments where we take the poll for how they felt about it. It was, the show sucked, but the crowd was amazing. The crowd made the show. No, the people in the fucking ring made the show.
The triple threat match was great with the three women. The tag match to start off the show that had all hell and chaos broke out there. And by the way, we didn't even talk about the biggest return from Backlash. Camacho is back in WWE. Camacho, Tongaloa is back in WWE. And even AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes, I think kind of pretty much lived up to what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was good. I mean, again, we could debate, we could break down every individual match. And I mean, at the end of the day, none of the matches sucked. None of the matches were bad. They were either good to great. And that's kind of what I was happy about. And so, again, a lot of people, I think, throw their 2 cents in and they don't even watch. They didn't see Backlash, but they're like, yeah, it sucks.
Well, and here's the thing, is you can have an okay match that becomes great because of the crowd. You can also have a great match that becomes shit because of the crowd. So that's the thing, is it's a twofold game here. Yeah. You've got to have a fucking show and an audience. You don't just have one or the other.
Yeah, it just made me laugh to see that sentiment from people of like, like it's just like, the pay-per-view was not fun. And you're like, are you kidding me? Come on. Like, let's just enjoy something.
Right. But by the way, we haven't gotten to the people yet, but I've seen enough people say it that I'll take their word for it because it's been a variety of people. So I guess Jey Uso is replacing Drew McIntyre in the King of the Ring tournament. Interessante.
That is interesting.
Is this, we can't give you a singles title, but we can make you King of the Ring?
Yeah, but I mean, again, is he destined to lose because he's not the planned human being there? Like, what if?
I don't think Drew is planned to win, but yeah, shit. Actually, yeah, no, I just said that out loud. My brain just was like, duh.
Ding.
Right, yeah. So then who would you say out of so far what we've seen on Raw is the one destined to beat us?
Oh, who's going to be the king?
Who would you pick out of so far what we've seen out of the men's pool, like say from the Raw side, would you say is destined to be King of the Ring? Because it's to me down to Gunther and Ilia.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's why they're on the screen right below you, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, I think if I was putting my money down on a pony, it's Gunther, Ilia. Outside chance would have been Drew, but now Drew's not in the mix. I don't think Jay's gonna win it. I think this is Gunther's tournament to win. I think this is going to be a reward for an outstanding IC title. It's going to be another feather in his cap, because when he goes after the champion and he takes over and he has a year plus run as heavyweight champion, it's all going to be justified.
I just need to keep hope alive that there is the strong potential in this tournament. We are going to get Ilia versus Gunther.
That's what I think they're setting. I mean,
but do you do one half Raw, one half SmackDown, or is it going to just be a cross tournament or whatever? Because that's the thing, is they're both on Raw, so that might be semifinal versus final.
That's true. I think it should be the final.
Yeah, I would hope so, because that's a pay-per-view. That's a fucking WrestleMania caliber match, and they haven't even started a feud yet.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I think at some point we're going to get this match. I mean, if you told me 2 weeks from now we're going to get a semifinal match, the go-home show before King of the Ring in Saudi, we're going to get Gunther Ilia on free TV. Woohoo! Let's go.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, everyone that keeps saying that we don't book good wrestling, here you go.
Right.
But with that being said, we're about halfway through the pre-show, folks. We got about 14 minutes, so just under 15 minutes before the start of Raw tonight. Yes, the King and the Queen tournament will kick off tonight. We're looking forward to it. Lots going on. We're back at it tomorrow for NXT, coming off the heels of 2 weeks of spring break-in. We're back to school.
School to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
Right.
I drew a blue duck. I've never seen a blue duck. I always wanted to see a blue duck.
That's good, Billy. But yeah, we are back Wednesday. Thursday, we are bringing something that we tried to launch before. We're going to relaunch it. Excited to bring that to the air. But Thursday, we will be here at 8 p.m. for Wrestling.
The neck brace is getting held accountable.
That's it. The trial of Tony Khan, where Anthony and Nick are going to go toe to toe, and we're going to figure out, is Tony guilty of impersonating a booker, of malicious claims, of fearing for his life falsely. There's a whole bunch of charges up against him.
We got Judge KJ too. Let's not just forget about that. Da, 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 da.
Right. But you know what? But yeah, no. So we're looking forward to that Friday, of course, and we got all the wrestling coming your way. We're heading towards a busy weekend coming up, where we got the King and the Queen of the Ring in Saudi. Plus, we will have Double or Nothing. There's a TNA pay-per-view coming up. I believe they won't stop.
All the shows. Things are only heating up. We're getting into the spring and the summer season, so things are only heating up here in the wrestling and on the channel. As I'm just getting a preview of the Raw card right now, but do we want to start clicking and saying hi to the people?
I was doing. Elia Vision. I think I said that right. Hi. How you doing? C Money's back with us. Damien, how you doing? I see you with all this stuff. Greg, welcome back. Grinch, welcome back. Clay, just listen along. We got you, bro. It's all good. What's up, Ronnie, Rocco, Richard? I like that. That was some good alliteration. 8 matches went down to 6. We're not getting Kofi and Ray and Shayna and Zelina tonight, probably to give everyone time to leave the room for promos. Yeah, I mean, again, so will we get them on SmackDown?
No, because their Raw competitors be next week. That's interesting. And again, do we want to talk about Triple H's comments about certain journalists and everything from the
yes, we Backlash?
Do. Yes,
but we're gonna say hello to some more people first, and then we'll get back into the sidetracking son of a bitch. Safit,
wild card bitches.
How's it going, Safit? Scott. There was one I did want to touch on, but we will get back to some of your comments. Bash 8, good to see you. Odyssey Joe, it's been so long, I can't even say your name. Odds, good to see you. Christian, good to see you. Scott Rizzo, looking good in that Wrestling for Life t-shirt. Love it. The Raw mid card after the draft is stacked.
Yeah, for them 3 hours.
Byron, good to see you. 8 matches is going to be tough to get through. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Drew has to be healthy for Clash. You would hope so. Maybe that's part of the decision here, is that they've pulled him back to save him for bigger things.
Right. Absolutely.
Dun dun dun. Kyle, welcome back. Welcome back. People, oh, there it is. Peter or Paul, how you doing? Peter, Paul, and Mary are in the house.
Yeah.
Paul, how you doing? How you doing? Jerry Lawler is gone. This has been debunked to a degree. Jerry Lawler is still on a Legends contract with WWE. WWE did come out and put that out there because the report's going around today that he's parted ways from the company. Whatever his last deal was, whatever, but he is still connected to the WWE, as far as I understood it, via Legends contract.
Fair enough. So you're saying that dirt sheets might get things wrong at times. That might lead to
or just make shit up,
inserting things and everything. Yeah.
Dun.
Right, but I did also, on a side note, want to mention really quickly, I was actually kind of right with did you see this come out with the wee woo for Ric Flair's match?
Yes, we said it. I died today when I read that. I was like, man, that totally, like, we joke about it all the time, like this man died in the ring, and everyone's like, he was dehydrated. Didn't have enough woo.
Right.
Did I lose?
No, sorry. I was
you just wandered off.
Yeah.
MDB.
Well, because I was looking at a comment.
How you doing, MDB? Odds, good to see you. Byron, I believe we got you. Scott, always a pleasure, sir. Welcome back. Who the fuck is James?
What?
Christian, I think I clicked on you already, sir. Mike, 15 minutes. We're down to 8. Trey, how you doing? Rick, I want to say Bigelow.
Yeah, Bigelow, Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
Right. Chair's back with us. Good to see you. I said it, Boston. I do not want to see your name today. I'd rather, can you change your name to something else for a day? Like, I really don't want to see it, but if I have to put up with you, I will.
Right.
See Money, welcome back. Even though he was on my side, he was cheering for the blue and white. Just
there you go.
Yeah. Same old story, same old song and dance. How will JD's face look tonight? Less makeup than the last time we saw it.
Sure. I thought you were talking. I was like, JD from what the fuck are we talking about? JD,
are you okay? Do we need
focus? I'm having a Ric Flair moment, okay?
We've lost Nick, folks.
I talked about Ric Flair and I caught the wee woo.
Someone out there dial 9-1, and if anything changes,
right.
Cody Rhodes is going to lose his title at WrestleMania. Maybe that's possible. We don't know what he's got, who he has to face at WrestleMania. Never mind losing his title.
Right.
It could be fucking Cody versus MJF at Mania.
Really, you need to have the 9-1. We're talking about it now. Fuck.
What's going on, Rufus? How you doing? Kyle, gotcha. Eric Bischoff in the house. Breaking news. Tony Khan, the founder of AEW, suffered a heart attack at home and fell to the ground. He died at the age of 42, being rescued on his way to the hospital. He died while being rescued. That almost seems counterintuitive. Let's hope that's not true. Okay, thank you. Eric going for the jugular. Bischoff trying to kill the man. I'm here to express my deep condolences to the Khan family. It's just a neck wound. You'll live.
Right. It's just a neck wound.
PW Insider was wrong. Odds. Eric Bischoff, keep that out of the.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck is going on in our chat right now? We're having people have to tell Eric Bischoff.
That's why you froze. You're like, shit, Eric's here.
Right. That's why I was like, duh. Although I don't know. I mean, he might really be going at TK like that, so I could believe him, but I don't know.
What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Curtis, back in the house. Good to see you. The King is gone from WWE. Long live the King. He is not totally gone. He's just a little further.
No. And besides, we got the King of Kings running WWE.
Wait, he woke up dead in the living room?
the fucking shit. Now this is a scary movie. How the fuck you wake up dead?
I'm here for Raw. That's the right place to be, TJ. Right place to be, my guy. Ooh,
right.
Rufus. Go.
We know we clicked it at the same time. Do you think Ricky Starks should join WWE and why? I think it's a matter of when, not if or why.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Ricky Starks, we keep saying his bags are packed. They're at the door. He's leaving on a jet plane. He done. Why wouldn't it be? If he has the opportunity to get out of that company, him moving to NXT, getting a little bit of grooming, and then moved up to the main roster. He's a star. He's charismatic. I can't imagine Nick and I are the only two people that see that. There's very smart people that were, once upon a time in WWE, or in AEW, that scout for WWE, that will know the value of Ricky Starks, and I can't imagine him not going to WWE quick.
There's a former EVP that's their current world champion. I think they're gonna know of, hey, this is the guy, and I signed him, and this is why I signed him, and now see what he's done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and we saw the clips of him, when Cody won the title, that he's jumping up and down. And people are aware of who Ricky Starks is. He's been so poorly used. The fact that he got fucked by Jericho out of his partner. Again,
yeah,
none of it's good. None of it's good.
Well, and did you see that he's even disputing about that he's like out because he's banged up or whatever? Because there was some place that was reporting that he had to see extra medical attention or something. He's like, no, I just showed up where everybody else did because we're getting physicals.
What was I supposed to do?
Right. Who better? The only one that's better than us is Canyon.
R.I.P. Speaking of me. I think Gunther and Bobby are the men's King of the Ring final, and Iyo Tiffany are the women's final. Dun, dun, dun. Interesting. I think this is Tiffy. If Tiffy doesn't win the Queen of the Ring, which I think would be perfect for her, because you just imagine her as queen being a pain in the ass.
Just and turning that up absolute bitch.
Like, I feel like it's meant for her, but then again, could she win the Queen of the Ring and the Money in the Bank? Like, could it just double down on this lady?
Yeah, everything. Grand Triple Slam, quadruple champion.
Right?
Belt collector Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I've sold everybody. I've been fucking waving this flag.
It's hard to deny, man. She's on fire.
I saw somebody say earlier today on fucking Twitter, X or whatever, that people already saying the King should go to AEW. I saw people say, JR and King, I'm ready for one last ride.
Yeah, maybe, but like they would actually have to get the other two assholes out of the way to allow these two to do what they do best.
Imagine the meltdown at Time Warner when you've got Jerry the King Lawler out there talking about puppies and everything like that. Well, Tony Khan's out there in his neck brace mentioning, disgraced, Hollywood execs and everything. While the Young Bucks are just doing nonsensical promos, everything. They just be like, what the fuck did we sign up for?
What is this shit? Who booked
right. No, I saw somebody say that Tiffany and Braun are pretty much like this generation's like Charlotte and Roman.
Yeah, that absolutely sounds right. They seem like blue chippers, and as long as they can keep it going, why not?
Right.
My advice to you is try not say anything negative and don't inappropriate comments on social media. Yeah, that never works. Also, what Triple H said at the press conference.
You could say something nice to someone online, real quick, and they'd still take offense to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love when you compliment something. Like, hey, this was really cool. And then the comment responses you get are like, you're an idiot. I can't believe you thought that. You're like, wait.
This is so much better. Cool. I wasn't fucking talking about that.
Oh, fucking wrestling fans. Y'all
well, I saw somebody actually say this today. It's like if somebody sat there and put online and said, I like waffles. And then somebody that comment underneath, it's like, why do you hate pancakes? It's like, I didn't fucking say that. They're just such a disconnect of like, because I say one thing doesn't mean I'm talking about that. Yeah. That's an entire different sentence.
What's wrong with pancakes? You
right.
Do good things. You wanted to bring this up real quick. We got we got no minutes.
Oh, we got showtime. So we can bring this up during the commercial break because we got Brian, we got Curtis, we got Brandon, we got MDB, we got Safed, I got Richard Wolf on my screen, so that's how you know.
You for sure. Let's go.
Oh, well, to hell with you.
I'm getting then. It starts like Baywatch. Anyone remember the opening to Baywatch? That's how the new wrestling starts.
I have Forever.
How the fuck did you get to Forever?
Because I refreshed. Together right now?
Together now.
Okay, let me know when you got the giant WW logo.
I got the giant W.
WW.
Let's go. We're going back to Lyon, France, ladies and gentlemen.
Ho.
Raw is kicking off. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you get in that chat. Be a friend, tell a friend. I see us at about 74, 75 people. Get in there. I want to see triple digits talking to us tonight. But let us know what's on your wrestling mind. Don't be shy. Don't be quiet. We will take a prediction on every single match, a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. And we're here for all your wrestling, all week long, all the weeks.
All the days. See, that's what I'm saying.
Sup, Wesley? As we are going back.
See, I've just started the breakfast civil war because now we've got fuck pancakes too.
I love a good pancake, though.
I'm actually partial to that's what it is. French toast. That's where I'm at. French toast, as we're in all Francais.
But I do like a good piece of French toast. This is the thing. You don't have to pick one or the other, folks. You can like all the things.
Right. Just because you say something about one thing doesn't mean you hate the other thing.
I mean, we talk a lot about bacon. I mean, fuck, we got the bacon club. But I still like sausage too, folks.
I was waiting to see who was going to say it first.
I clipped that.
I was waiting to see who was going to say it. I was like, is he going to leave me to do it or is he going to do it?
I was waiting.
Who's going to fall on that sword?
Yeah, no, I'm jumping on it. Pause. Queen Tiff would love to hate. Oh, look, dude. The show and the crowd singing Cody's song.
It's still in my 35 years of existence watching pro wrestling and everything. And I guess I was watching it as a fetus too and everything. But to see the hard cam shake and everything because the crowd in the arena is that loud and is that passionate and fucking jumping up and down like it's a goddamn World Cup game was insane to me.
Yeah, it was a next level. It was, again, it only added to the environment. Anybody say that? Anybody watch a fucking UFC fight or a hockey game or a ball game, and they're like, "Man, that game sucked, but the crowd was great." Like, what the fuck?
Right? What the type of dumb shit is that?
Fucking kills me.
I just heard Jey Uso is replacing Drew tonight against Finn. Yes, Kyle, I believe we had talked about that. The chat told us about it because we were live here.
Now, as you're still doing the replay, do you want to quickly talk about Triple H just dropping some nuggets that I love very much? And he's done this before, Nick.
I feel like you want to talk about it, so I'll let you talk about it because.
Well, I just mean I love the fact that.
No, go ahead.
You and I come on here and do this all the damn time, and we talk about credibility and we talk about people as fans that we follow and we support. And there's little things that drive me insane, like channels and news sources that I respect, reprinting other people's comments like it's facts. And again, you have people within companies like Triple H multiple times now coming out, all the rumors about Drew not going back and da. He said it then. He said it at the press conference where if you got to find some credible news sources as we're opening with Bailey. No, Judgment Day.
It kind of makes you think of like Bailey's music a little bit.
Yeah, did it not? I was like, what the fuck?
Right? I was like, are we watching SmackDown?
There comes the Judgment Day. That's why people are mad at Rebel. What can we say? All the songs you got to wait a minute.
Yeah, remember when you could hear two notes of a song and you instantly knew who it was? Now you literally could get the fucking Titantron. You got to wait until they're walking out before you're like, oh, that's them.
Tom still all cast it up. I don't know. Does he
sling? He's got a sympathy sling.
Is he just a sling? I thought he had a.
Well, at least he's avoiding allegedly surgery, which again I think a specific person you were referencing there of good old Tuna, who Dom needs surgery on his elbow, and then Dom even specifically puts out, guess who doesn't need surgery?
Yeah,
and I will say that who he mentioned, while I do take issue with some of their stuff at times. Go ahead.
Sorry, I love the fact that this tournament's huge, first and foremost.
Oh, yeah.
8 from each show. So look what we got going. And unannounced is who is going to represent SmackDown at all, which is awesome.
Yeah. So Gunther, Sheamus, Kofi, Mysterio, Dragunov. That's just the Raw half. So we are going to get Raw versus SmackDown as the final here on both sides.
We're talking about Drew right now, Nick. Not medically cleared.
Right.
But they didn't mention the replacement as of yet.
Ah, fair enough.
But Finn's in the ring, so I assume we're going to start the night off with Finn versus somebody.
Yeah, well, first we're probably going to get Damien cutting a whole promo, and that's probably why it'll tie into Jey that way, because Jey just took on Damien.
That's it. And hey, you know what? Your champion gets a big win on a pay-per-view. Why not open the next show with the champion? That only seems to be, seems to be right.
Absolutely.
Who yeeted?
What?
Don't
you eat on me?
Pat keeps eating. I'm like,
he's a habitual eater.
Who yeeted?
First day of the WWE draft in effect, actually true too, as the rosters are officially locked in and no trades. We heard the rumors. Again, we hear rumors, but no trades.
Right.
That's the thing, though. Damien's got to address probably Finn and JD.
We got some issues. Finn and Damien becoming fucking Drake and Kendrick real quick.
But I think does that make Priest Kendrick here? Because he's about to do the babyface turn here for fucking sure.
We're good. Okay.
What went down after the match?
What up, Kevin? How you doing? Blaze, good to see ya.
This bloodline is getting thinned out. They just added someone. You know how someone has thin blood after they just had a blood fucking transfusion? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Blaze out here saying this bloodline is getting thinned out, don't you think?
No, it's
and they just added Tongaloa.
There's the blood runneth over.
Thy Samoans runneth over.
Yeah, shit. They're Tongan, Nick. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, I know. I'm not dumb.
Oh, they're hugging it out.
Don is like the creepy fucking uncle.
Yeah. Don, what are you doing back there?
Who let Dirty Sanchez in the ring?
Right.
So what JD are going face now since they're in white?
No.
What? No.
That's a reach.
That's such an old trope.
And they're only half.
Yeah.
It's not all. Maybe they're in between. We don't know yet.
They're like the NWO. They're gothic NWO.
It's funny. We said that. We said that the other day about the prince becoming a king. I think Anthony was the one that said it.
There you go. Sounds like it's going to be another hot crowd tonight. The French might be outdone here. I don't know about that with Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford, the whale, they only win but once in a while.
Free Riri.
Oh, here's Pierce with an announcement. Finn thinks he's getting a bye to the next round. Not today. Watch Braun replace Drew. Then he becomes a favorite.
Yeah, then it's really hard to get him out unless you get like Braun Gunther at the fucking semifinal, which then where the fuck do you do with Ilia?
Right. Are you sure you're not talking about Finn? Damien or JD or main event Jey Uso officially announced.
There we go.
I think there's a lot of grease going around here. You did say that. See, I remember shit.
I know things.
Yeah, no, perfect. He was Anthony called it. He said, it's a perfect opportunity for that. But it might end quick here, Anthony. He might be a prince a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeedy rain.
What in the Cousins of Anarchy? I like that. That's well played. Here, you get a
star.
Where's the laughter?
I don't know, but you get a star.
Jey has been getting opportunity after opportunity. Do you not feel, though, Nick, that Jey has to cash in on something? Like, he needs to.
That's why I said earlier that he could be the one to win this, but do plans change?
He's turning into the fucking Maple Leafs of wrestling, where he's great up until you need him to be phenomenal.
Well, we already talked about this off stream. We don't need to bring this on stream, but I'll bring it up of how with you guys, it's game sevens and overtimes. With us, it's field goals.
It's always, they can't just get blown out. They can't just.
And you have Boston, we have Kansas City.
Yeah, it's the same shit. You just can't. But it's just always agonizing. Right when you're like, no, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Oh, maybe. Then they fucking shit the bed.
Right as you start to believe, they're like, nope.
40 years of just shit in the bed. Yeet.
I think, though, like I said, this should be a thing to where Jey Uso wins. What singles title do you have a win right now?
None.
IC, US. So then
I picked him to win the last
good upper mid card guy.
Well, that's it.
I think Jey Uso deserves at least a singles title. If it's not this, it's Money in the Bank. It's something. He deserves something.
And it's definitely possible. I mean, here, Uso and Balor again, I have no problem with this booking, real. Breaker would have been more exciting. I don't think so. I don't think Breaker Balor would give us a more exciting match.
The guy that they set up to have 5-second matches and everything. Yeah.
What is he going to stomp Finn? I mean, I think this is going to be a much better match.
This kind of goes to just, well, let's just shit on wrestling because it's wrestling, I guess.
Because it's not in a fucking barnyard. Finn. Yeah, my money's on Jey. I think even if it was Drew that Finn was losing. So I'm going to go Jey.
Yes, like, well, and so to Real and everybody, that's like Jey and Finn again. So if this was Drew and Finn, it would have been the fucking bee's knees. I still think this is great. This is the guy that just had probably the best entrance crowd reaction in fucking longest time when he's coming out there in France. In the middle of the whole crowd is fucking 12,000 people are yeeting along with them.
Oh, he's over as fuck. I don't care what anyone says. Yeet, yeet. There you go. Look, even Cream feels it.
Right.
Braun is already in the tournament, Real. There you go. Who's Braun fighting? Was he on the list?
Is he on the... No, he's not.
I don't think he's on the list.
No, he didn't make the list.
He didn't make the cut. Hello, everybody, and congratulations to the new champion, James and KC. There you go. Big shout out to James.
As we're in commercial break, so I'll skip this and JV you can answer JV here. Let's be honest, if you guys pass Boston, do you really believe you're going to get through Florida?
I don't know. I mean, again, that's the hardest thing about hockey is it's case by case. They would have been in tough. I'm praying that Florida goes 4 straight over Boston, but Boston's Boston. They don't fucking go away. They just hang around.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like shit. It's like if we would have gotten through Kansas City, would we have gotten over like San Francisco or something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
That you don't know until you play the fucking game.
Fact. What's up, Larry Mack? How you doing? Jey for the win, says Kyle. Easy bake going for Jey. Is anybody taking Finn? Did Seth get a haircut? Yes.
Monorail.
That's the best. Perfect too. Did you do that on purpose?
Well, that's the thing is anybody that has not seen this picture, I even showed this to the missus, and she's like, "Why does Becky look like Lady Gaga?" And like she looked like she was trying to fucking hone in the aliens from Independence Day and shit.
Right.
And then Seth out there with the boldest and cleanest shaven I've ever seen this man.
Yeah.
He looked like he was either about to sell me a monorail or start singing Mambo number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But the Curse of Harold Balor is still alive. Yes, very much so. And everybody believes
Explain that because I don't know that.
So the former owner of the Toronto Maple Leafs was an old dickheaded miser. He was like he was like Scrooge, Canadian style. So he owned a hockey team. He was the guy that promoted as, we don't need Wayne Gretzky. We already sell out. Like he's that type of guy.
Oh.
But anyway, he apparently he was a mess. And ever since he's been gone, we haven't won shit. So we believe it's his fault because he put money over the winning.
Shit. I'll give you that one.
Anybody but Jey then. All right, what's wrong with Jey?
You're just hating them moves?
Right.
As I do see 104 people kicking us with us right now. So let's see if we can get to now even greater triple digits here.
Let's go. Let's go. As Finn Balor and Jey are kicking off, folks, let us know who you're taking. Let us know how you're feeling. Are you excited about the King and Queen of the Ring? Do you like how they've set it up? It's a large tournament this year, Nick, and they're making it feel important. It's like May Madness in the wrestling world.
Absolutely. Well, I like that it's not one of those just kind of halfway thrown away. We had 4 matches to decide. We had the semifinals and then the final. That's it.
Yeah.
This is almost supplementing a secondary mid-card title, I feel.
Yeah, and in addition to that, it's I like the names they're putting in it. Like, we're not getting those blatantly obvious bookings of, like, you know, Gunther versus fucking Tozawa. Like, we're not getting that shit to advance the obvious favorites, right? Like, they're booking some serious matches.
Absolutely. As every punch, throw, everything that Jey lands, just yeet.
I have to say, Hartford is doing their best to pretend they're French. They've been making a lot
they now know the bar, because that's what it was. The French audience was just not, we don't set the bar, we are the bar.
Yeah, the pressure's on this American audience, this domestic WWE fan base to pick up their sauce.
You're in the backyard of WWE headquarters.
Let's go.
You're the Daily's place of WWE.
I believe Money in the Bank sold out, by the way, in Toronto. Like 17,000.
Well, I mean, they don't got any fucking hockey games to go to.
They weren't going to anyway. Fuck you, Nick.
Their schedule freed up.
I feel like I walked into that one.
It's a thing. It had happened.
Finn Balor in control of Jey right now.
Sorry, I just want to address this quickly. Christian, Nick, finally you're singing Mambo number 5. What took you so long to take a song request? Because this isn't Total Request Live. There's not karaoke.
Dance, monkey.
Poking with a stick. Poking with a super chat. That's what you need.
Right.
100%, folks. As I see 101 people kicking us right now. If we missed your comment, if you want to help support the channel, if you want to make sure we get to your comments, everything like that, you want to show up, because that's what the show is about. We got the super chats, the super stickers, the merch store, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the fucking Discords. We got all the gizmos and gadgets and everything for your wrestling needs.
Right. Absolutely, folks. Join us. Be a part of the Wrestling Utopia. The only place you can go in the wrestling world without getting blocked for just having an opinion.
Triple H ain't talking shit about us on press conferences. I can say that.
Not yet. Could you now see them giving Jey the King of the Ring because he's over and they can't belt him right now? You were saying that.
Great minds, John. Because that's exactly you can't give him the IC. You can't give him the US right now because different brand. And I don't think you put the world title on him. If you were going to do that, you probably would have already done that. So you got to give him, it's this or the Money in the Bank. It's one of those. So you got to at least he needs something, I think, to solidify him as being not just an upper mid-card guy, like not just being a really good guy. Like, he's kind of earned it, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, my only hesitation is I think this is Gunther's tournament to have. So that's my only hesitation, is that I don't care who they put in SmackDown. I don't care who else they book on Raw. I think Gunther is going to steamroll this tournament.
I would argue who needs it more.
I would kind of say Jey, truthfully.
So that's the thing, is I think Gunther can survive not winning it. Jey, it's a little bit more of a hit if he don't win it.
Right. Fair enough. That's a valid point. Judgment Day did leave the ringside. Yes, they did. I request free Connolly. Boom, dop, dop. Oh, fucking hell.
Dale, what up? Damien, what is your thoughts on KO? Sammy is saying they have. It wasn't Sammy that said it was just KO, not KJ. KO saying that he has 9 months left on his contract. Which, why are we talking about over half a year on this man's fucking contract still? Because
are getting
fucking slow day on a Monday.
Yeah, it is what it is. It just
But
came
he
up.
even pretty much said I have no intentions of going nowhere. He's not even saying, he said there's people backstage that I couldn't imagine not seeing every day.
Dude, and not only that, like, I mean, he's been prevalent in a pretty much one of the top guys in your company, in this company, for how long? Like, he's getting main event spots. He main evented to WrestleMania a year ago. He's in a fucking tag team with Randy Orton right now. Yeah, I don't listen. Weirder things have happened, but I don't see KO. And we talked about this with Seth and Becky and Drew and Sheamus and all the rest. It's a real hard sell if you're at the top of the fucking chart to jump ship and go and perform in front of 2,000 people.
Well, yeah, what would you be jumping for? That's the thing. And now, granted, I saw some people, as we're in commercial break right now, as we ended with Finn with the Muscle Man dance.
Right.
But MJF getting put on his Instagram story, Kevin
Yeah.
Steen's old theme from PWG, and everyone's like, what could it mean? He's like, he's just fucking trolling because he knows it's going to get clicks and it's going to get attention. There's nothing to it. He's just bored at home and just, I'm dance marks dance.
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, it's funny though, because he's been relatively quiet for the last while. Like, so it made me laugh when I saw that.
Well, according to Dave Meltzer.
Well, yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking Twitter comment, but I know I get it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, again, I think if you're somebody stuck in the lower middle card and not getting booked great, you would consider the idea of maybe I could go to AEW and be a main eventer. But if you are in the top tier side of WWE, the only thing you're going to do is leverage the companies for money. KO will resign like most of them.
But even, and I don't want to go into a full tangent here, but even if you're a mid-card guy or anything like that, or gal or whatever, in WWE, do you want to go to AEW? Look at how they're treating their world champion. Look at everything that they've done with every other fucking champion. Unless you're Kazuchika Okada, unless you're in with the Bucks, and unless you're Mercedes, then fuck, what are you gonna do? Not a goddamn thing.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people I think there's people out there that have that ego of, I'm going to go there and I'm going to be different. I'm going to make, like, there are people out there that see the Cody Rhodes path. Like, a lot of people are talking about it with our old buddy To the Moon.
Taylor Grimes.
Yeah. Like, that's what they're saying. Go be the next Cody Rhodes. Go elsewhere and make your value again. So I think if you truly felt like you weren't getting the opportunity, but the vast majority of the people that will go to AEW from WWE are the people who are at the end of their career and no longer valuable to the WWE.
And by the way, we're not even saying this on
it's a long commercial.
Anything even doing with the talent or anything like that, because if it was, say, like shit, half the talent that NXT has right now, they have AEW to kind of think of, like Lexis King, etc. But you could see like a Natalya or somebody going over there and maybe they do a thing, but they could entice some good mid-card talent, what have you, over there if they could actually book them right. Swerve Strickland was that.
Yeah. But
they cut the legs out on everybody.
But every once in a while you will find a Sasha Banks out there who, the WWE views him as a lower card person. Tony's willing to pay way more money than the WWE is, and they take that leap. There's always going to be a few of that. Oh, two.
Right.
Off the drop kick.
Yeah, I just got the 2. Here, let me.
So Finn Balor in control of main event Jey Uso right now, ladies and gentlemen. Raw has kicked off. We are in the first match. Drew McIntyre has been pulled from the tournament, replaced with Jey.
Right. Yeah, MJF trolling the Simps. Sorry, no, you're good.
Oh, I didn't mean bad timing.
No, Desmond saying AW is where you go to end your career.
Jericho, Bryan. Yeah, 100%, my guy. Where's Eric Bischoff?
Right, yeah. Where's trolling Eric Bischoff?
Raw's Warrior says Untamed Zilla. It's funny. Speaking of Zilla, it was hilarious. I saw a lot of reaction videos to Tonga Loa showing up. A lot of us, including me, were like, Is it Jacob Zilla? Lance? What is it? I don't know. Oh, it's fucking.
Yeah, that's when you had New Japan guy over here. That's like, it's Tongaloa. Fucking Camacho showed up.
Camacho.
But I still, going off of that, I still hope we're going to get the dream match of Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos. Yeah. That to me just is money written all over it because, hey, all your smart marks and everything like that, that your diehard AW fans, are you going to turn away from that? Or are you going to kind of just guilty pleasure and just watch that? Where, you're going to draw the shades and the curtains and turn off your Twitter notifications while you watch that match.
Mm-hmm. You want Jey Uso to win the King of the Ring. What if it's Jey Uso versus Tonga in Tama, not Tonga, Tama, in the final?
Who is the king of the bloodline? Fucking Killmonger and fucking T'Challa right there.
Oh,
clothesline from Vin.
Good match. For those out there who said, why'd they book this one? You're watching.
Right.
It's Camacho. It's funny as shit. Sheamus will never sign with AEW. No.
I find it hard pressed to find many current WWE performers that would sign with AEW.
Like I said, it would have to be somebody that never found their way out of.
You got to outpay me. You got to outpay what I could ever be offered.
Right. Dos
amigos, dos. This king didn't have a payoff the last time.
Last time? Which king?
King of the Ring, King of Kings, Jerry the King, Jimmy King, I will rule you. Which king?
Kick to the stomach. King. Uppercut.
Oh.
If you're watching us right now, take our link, drop it anywhere that you talk about wrestling, Reddit, Facebook, anywhere. Let's see how many more people we can blow this channel up to.
Oh, roaster on the Uso.
Oh, shotgun. Bang. Bang.
That's the thing is you have a guy who just challenged for the world champion and a former universal champion. And you have people out here saying this match is shit and just because of who's in the ring.
No, this is a great match.
Well, and even then, when's the last time we really Spear? Is it interesting that Jey Uso has added that into his repertoire? As the balloons go across you.
They got to stop the 2 sign because I need to change that command.
Yeah.
But
you just do the 2 sweet.
But here, Drew.
What the? Oh,
Finn's gonna win.
Nah, because I bet you know who's gonna. Oh no way! Roll up, roll through.
Dose. A great match. Springblade. Says Finn.
Right.
Finn's gonna win. Huge CM Punk chance.
Absolutely. Spear.
Wow.
1, 2.
Wow.
3.
Split him in half.
I was about to say, it's interesting that Jey Uso's added the spear this much into his repertoire, and especially like he just used that as a finishing move.
Yeah, homage as Jey picks up a big win with Drew just eyeing him down.
Homage or Easter egg? I think it's more Easter egg.
Maybe.
Well, no, I think it's a tease to show up to where we're gonna get the the eventual.
Maybe I'll go with that. I think it's just a Samoan thing to do.
No, that's headbutts.
Headbutts too, yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Vega didn't get a women's champion match. She's not supposed to. You don't get a title match for winning king or queen. You become king or queen for winning.
Well, what do you get?
You get the crown and the title of queen and king.
You get a shillelagh?
Yeah. Now, eventually, generally, if you win a King of the Ring, ultimately it meant you were going to be a champion. But hell, we're looking at Zoe Stark's Ivy Nile set to go 1-on-1. I'm intrigued by this one.
I was gonna say, Austin 316 says these women are doing more athletic shit than I could ever try and do.
Right? Slap your mom. Slap your mom. Going back to the French crowd.
I just like the shit with AJ of just la 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 la.
What are they saying? That's what I meant. No payoff if she didn't get a title match. Fair enough. Weird times in wrestling. It was, unfortunate for her, but her as queen sucked. She had like 7 different accents. She couldn't figure out which one to use. Yeah, it didn't go well. It was during Vince booking. It was all bad.
That was their trial run of King and Queen of the Ring. Well, that's even thing about it. We talked about it, and I don't think we've talked about it on stream because they announced it after we got off on Backlash as we're in commercial break. So WrestleMania 41 in Viva Las Vegas. And also it's going to be on Easter weekend on 4/19 and 4/20.
It's amazing. And you know what, dude? I saw it and I'm like, fuck. It might be fun to be at that one. It really might be fun to be at.
Yeah, but are you going to end up living in Vegas, though? That's the thing.
I've always
on a fucking bus stop. It's like, we'll do things for Canada.
Right. I love Vegas. I'm more than happy to move there. But I
don't think you'll have a choice.
He was never seen again. But yeah, I mean, a lot of fun. Yeah, a huge announcement. I know people in certain places were a little disappointed that they didn't get WrestleMania mini. But Vegas, man, 4/19, 4/20. This is going to be a fucking party. 4 days.
I'm surprised that they moved it back further because I heard them talk about that because of them competing with like the Final Four and everything else going on with sports. They tried to find a dead spot with there. Now it's going to be interesting. It's there 4/20 and Easter weekend. I also heard that
that Easter weekend.
Yes, that they had suggested that, like Vegas had initially honestly suggested that because it's kind of a quiet zone for them with tourists.
Yep.
But I hate to say it and I hate to be that guy, but I think even on our pre-show, I kind of told you that's what the announcement was going to be during the Kentucky Derby, is they were going to announce 41 in Vegas, and they announced 41 in Vegas.
Yeah, I think a collection of people all felt like that was coming. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think I don't think it was a big shocker, but definitely had it pegged as far as this is going to be huge. And I have no problem. And again, I think part of it's got to be arena availability. You got a lot of shit going on in Vegas. It's where can you fit in between concerts and everything else. I'm happy with it. I mean, let's go. And I mean, if it's Easter weekend, hell of a fucking Easter.
It's going to be Easter weekend, 4/20 weekend, and WrestleMania weekend.
That sounds like
Christ have mercy on our souls.
Right? Because Easter's my favorite holiday. And then you throw in fucking 4/20. Then you throw in wrestling. Like, this was just kind of made for me. And I thank them for that.
There you go.
Dave Meltzer used to be a trusted source because of Bill Apter. Now Dave's the boss and has no one to tell him it's bad to be creative team at AEW. I mean, this is only the tip of the iceberg, Desmond, and we talk about Meltzer a lot. So I think it's only half the story. The problem is Meltzer wants to try and convince the world that his favorite shit is the best shit. And him and Tony Khan are the biggest proponents of tribalism out there. People like him cause tribalism. When people say, why can't everybody just get along? It's assholes like Dave Meltzer that make it impossible.
My biggest thing with all of it, and the thing that we try and avoid like the most, is not willing to able to have the discussion, to not actually entertain that your idea might not be the best idea or be the right idea, what have you.
Right.
That willing to entertain that conversation of discourse.
Right. As we're going back to Clash of the Castle, because we are getting a rematch between Sheamus and Gunther. So they're setting up a banger. We got lots to come, folks. Jeez. It is a night.
Right. As we're still only 35 minutes into Monday Night Raw.
I don't know what that's relevant to, but they are now allowed back in.
Yeah, you do you, boo-boo.
Right. It's true. I don't think it's there's several countries very similar to that.
I ain't here to open up people's cases.
Zoe for the win, as I got Drew talking to Pierce. Drew was like the Terminator. Pokemon trainer Becky in the house. Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. She's a big fucking. She runs the electric type gym there with all the fucking metal and aluminum in her fucking outfit.
Oh, Pierce is saying Drew told on himself. Nice car. Later, I am Batman.
Right. The name's not Bond.
Oh, we got a QR. We got a QR.
God damn it.
We got a QR code. Oh, look. That's fucking hell.
Let's go. In the shittiest yellow Pinto.
He's fucking Billy Madison.
Just rolls in and just like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Billy fucking Madison.
You just missed him, thank God. So Pierce was even in on this. I'm going to get him the fuck out of the arena so I can keep you. Did you tell the truck to play my music? This is so fucking... CM Punk says he's been back in WWE. Whether you like him or not, it's been just fucking entertaining as shit. If you're watching a wrestling show, like that's the thing. I can show this shit to my wife who doesn't watch wrestling, who doesn't want to hear me talk about wrestling because I do this so I don't talk to her about it.
Look. Gable giving Alpha Academy shit.
And then dabs up Punk.
Yeah.
That's the thing is I can show her this and she's going to be like, this is fucking great. I want to watch this shit.
It's like if you turn Dazed and Confused into a fucking wrestling show. Like just walking around, hey man, hey buddy, catch you later.
Punk is the Matthew McConaughey of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
All right. Did you hear my music? No, but it'd sure be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah, I like it. As CM Punk, they followed him all the way from the parking lot till all the way out to the ramp now, as he has something to say, according to him.
Is it fucked though that like camera shot and everything like that has just become normal place? Like,
yeah, it was so good.
Gone are the days of Bucky the Bucktooth Beaver fucking. Now we can actually get some decent presentation of this shit.
Right. Not wrong, man. Not wrong.
And that's the thing is he genuinely, and I know people, you've seen it now, people have instantly gone to like, I'm glad we need a weekly or monthly update to make sure that, you know, Phil's still staying in line at WWE. No, they're just doing it because yo fucks won't shut up.
No, but I mean, again, it's what we talked about with Adam Cole and MJF. They got injured. We know they're injured. We know MJF needs surgeries and stuff. But there are ways to keep those stars relevant and important on your show in the meantime. And they don't do that shit. And I appreciate, like, even when, look what they did with Cody when Cody was out. We were getting fucking updates all the time.
Yeah, but Cody's no, I'm saying about how, like, the last thing that came out I saw was, like, Shane Helms says CM Punk's been a delight to work with since he's been back and everything.
Yeah. No shit.
Right, but it's one of those that, like, I think he's just having a fucking ball of a time. He's just having fun because even during the Backlash pre-show, he sat there and was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. When Big E's mentioning New Japan and everything, he's like, sorry, I was still stuck in like 2011.
Yeah.
But at least we know he's made it out of WWE HQ here, though. He's at least made it down the road to Hartford.
So he's basically telling people he's been in the headquarters from 2 days ago till now. You didn't see him pulling away? Come on now.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Let's be real.
He was definitely not too further than a car length away from you as he felt.
But I like it. It's got that movie. Oh, you just missed him.
Right.
And folks, for those who are just tuning in, we are trying to locate the QR code. And as soon as we do, we will let you know.
Right.
We'll share.
The XO7 is that for extra large people? It's for extra large reactions, my guy.
Wait, what? So Punk's asking for a fight.
So he's saying, Because he even said it. You know, he's sitting at a red light right now. He just left. What if I stay here long enough
For him
that
to come
he's going to
back.
show up and fight me?
Right?
James saying the QR code is in the Discord.
If he's not a coward. Oh, he's throwing out Gordie Howe in the whale.
I would have Peter, the GM, hold all the boys' keys. Marvin. That sounds like some P. Diddy shit, but you can have that. Holding everybody's keys in a fishbowl type.
Right? Was this Eyes Wide Shut? Come on, my guy.
Right.
This is great.
This determines who you go home with. No.
He wants to tell us a story. The QR code is in the Discord. James, sweet deal. Save me from searching.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun. What do you think, folks? What do you think?
Punk on commentary until Drew shows back up. I like the idea, and I hope he wouldn't do it, but I worry that you get into the situations where he just spends 95% of the time talking shit about Drew, and we miss the rest of the matches.
You cut them all off?
Well, no, and not saying we miss the matches, but I'm saying like having him talk, he'd be more talking about Drew than he would be about the matches. Like if I want to see CM Punk commentate, I want to see CM Punk commentate because he's not bad at it.
Yeah, no, he's great. These creepy house invasions, like, what are they going to do here?
Who will what?
I'll get back to it in a second. But
you can tell they're in certain states because certain states also have a stand your ground law. So if you just started fucking showing up into my house, you know, it might be different. You might meet a different uncle.
Let's get it to 200, folks. Let's get it to 200. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Drop our link everywhere you know they talk wrestling. Let's see if we can get this number all the way up there.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Punk's still in the ring, by the way.
Yeah, he's still talking.
Is Drew going to make it back?
I think he's just trying to cut a promo until Drew does.
Yeah, that's what he said, I guess. Who? Whale? What? The pettiest man on the roster. Oh, he's still
holy brass bonanza, Batman.
Right?
Keeping an eye out for the Easter eggs. There you go. Wow, using Twitter in a storyline. Yeah, it's almost like using backstage footage of a wrestler that doesn't work for your company anymore.
Wait, is using Twitter or using Instagram or using any type of social media not a good thing? I think that's exactly what they should be doing. You run your kayfabe through social media. I think those who do it well do it great. And I'm not saying that you're saying anything, AJ. I'm just guessing here. But it is a phenomenal thing when done properly. And I think more and more wrestlers should do what Drew has done, is use both his in-ring and social media. I thought we got another glitch there. I was like, what the fuck?
No, but every kind of storyline recently that's had those really big moments outside of has had 2+ years, etc., to build, like Cody and Roman, has used that and had become the biggest story in wrestling at that point. We see it now with Drew and CM Punk. We saw it before with MJF. All of that.
I agree. The fans are kind of murmuring, like, all right, bro, we got a whole lot of good matches to get to.
Listen, he's been locked in the building for 48 hours with nobody to talk to, so he's got some lot of shit to say.
They're like, he's not even supposed to be here.
Right. Well, at least you knew who to wrap it up then. So,
I'm gonna find you.
Hell yeah!
All right. I'm gonna be hiding in a bowl of haggis in Scotland. CM Punk continues his war of all kinds with this man. Drew might have got stuck in traffic.
When do you think that they pull the trigger with this and they have a match? And I know viewing, they could have had it today, what have you, just barring everybody's healthy.
Clash would be a good place.
Does Drew not walk in the big baby face like that? Then you switch the narratives there. You're doing that in Scotland?
It'd be a really good chance to get a huge split crowd. Yeah, like the fans cheering for both guys. Like I think that they'd be okay to work through it. I think.
Fair enough.
Oh, Braun and Ricochet. The old tag team saying hi.
Again, Braun Strowman out here looking like he's just playing Crocodile Hunter's jacked ass uncle. Well, when we get to the next commercial break here, do we want to talk about it? Unless we're going to tags, we can talk about as we're getting Iyo versus Natty coming up, but they've allegedly pretty much put out the names of who's going to be in the new Wyatt 6, Wyatt 5, what have you.
So a lot of people broke down that letter code that came out with one of the first QR codes, and people have surmised, and then the assumptions have led to confirmations of their own mind. I think that could very well be correct. People could have figured out what the puzzle is, but nothing is confirmed yet. Like, just assuming that Dexter and Gacy, we don't know. Like, I don't know. I get it. I think they've done well. It's a very solid guess, but nobody within the WWE is going to confirm that. If anyone's reporting that it has been confirmed, they're lying. People can guess. And yeah, it really seems likely that Eric Rowan would be one of them. They just re-signed him. I'm about to share the latest QR code with everybody to give you an idea where we're going with this. But yeah, I mean, again, I think this is where a guess will turn into facts. And then what will happen is one or two people won't be the same. And then people, I can't believe it's not Joe Gacy. Like, nobody said it was going to be. Nobody important said it was going to be.
I'll leave it at that. With you ended it when no one important said it was going to be.
That's it. That's yeah.
But so do you have the?
I do. I have the latest.
I haven't seen it. So
excuse me, folks. But we are in a commercial break. I'm going to share this in a couple seconds. I'm just waiting for it to load up. But yeah, we are rolling along, folks. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. Click those little reaction buttons. The algorithm loves them. They're like candy to the algorithm. So feed it all the candy you can.
They're like 5 stars to Tony Khan.
Right. So join us. Be a part of the Wrestling Utopia. We are here all week long. Now, the latest QR code and the video that came with it. No, I haven't checked out all the other little secret Easter eggs yet, but here we go. That's some ring shit right there. So again, I haven't had a chance to break it down, Nick. I'm sure there's people out there that are, counting how many syllables are in each sentence.
Well, then you could go. I'm sure you could go like frame by frame. Like that's the thing is, Evo always like, you never gave us a chance. So it's like, oh, they're gonna go frame, or like with the little kid, ring chick popping up in a spooky library. They're gonna, go frame by frame here. But yeah, to touch on Evo, like what you were saying with that of how people were kind of spinning of, well, this person got forgotten from that faction and that person got from that faction and everything. So the alleged members, for those who don't know, is obviously Bo Dallas, Tyler Rotunda, or Taylor Rotunda, and Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, your guy, Joe Gacy, and Eric Rowan. I think Eric Rowan's a fucking gimme with that one.
Yeah.
Surprising, I guess. No Alexa, but I mean, it also to me makes sense of why we brought Braun Strowman back as Braun Strowman versus he would have been tied up into this. Like this works as a new vision, new vessel, what have you. It's very much we had the White Rabbit before, now we've got the Blackbird.
Right, Stoner Jesus, good to see ya. That's the symbol. That symbol is Hades. All right, so I'm going to the underworld.
I was gonna say, well, with a name like Jesus, I can trust your comment on saying that means Hades. Right.
By the way, Iyo Sky and Damage Control in the ring.
I literally didn't realize that they had Iyo up on the turnbuckle. I thought that Dakota and Kyrie had just lifted her up and were holding her up like on a fucking pedestal on their shoulders.
Yeah. Now, this one did give us what clearly seems to be Howdy at the end of that video. So to me, unless it's Broken Matt Hardy, I'm just kidding. But it definitely seems like Howdy. I mean, it's kind of the first time they've really, we got the Bo Leave teaser. Now we get a visual of Howdy. We have to be getting close.
But we thought that with Backlash, that's the thing.
I didn't necessarily go there. Thank you. Like, I mean, potentially we could have done something at Backlash. We got another QR code. So another breadcrumb, that breadcrumb a little more telling. Each one seems to reveal a little bit more.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, how much more do you need to reveal of them walking in, like, shaking hands and having a bloody bride and everything? That's the thing is one of those, you don't expect there to be another one, but there always seems to be another one.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying we don't know when the end's coming here.
Yeah, no, but that's what I feel like because they're amping up. At some point, you're going to reveal enough that, like, now that we're getting visuals of actually seeing Howdy, I think we're at a point now where it's getting uber close.
Bro, they used the whole Backlash promo as halfway a fucking lead in to where people thought it wasn't anything because this is the Backlash intro. Like, that's the thing is, I think they've really, they've been going with this. So I don't know. Like, I thought they were going to do something at Backlash. So now I don't know when to try and guess when they're going to end this.
Who cares, JV? I
was like, what the fuck did I say?
Yeah, and again, I get what you're saying about the Backlash thing. And again, like I said, I just feel like they're revealing so much more and more about the actual characters. Very, very curious to where this ends up. SummerSlam. Ooh, can we wait till SummerSlam? So far away.
We don't even know if they're actually revealing stuff about the characters, or we're just expecting or anticipating that they're revealing stuff about the characters.
No, but based on what we've seen, like, I'm not speculating. Like, now we physically kind of see Howdy at the end there, where you're like, oh, okay.
Did we see Howdy? I didn't.
I did. So you're confirmed. To me, they're confirming our Bo Leaf and confirming who at least is at the head, or at least the focal point of what we're getting. So fair again, enough. To me, it's a bigger reveal each time.
I just saw glitches and spooky chick through library, or a spooky figure through library. I confirmed nothing there was Uncle Howdy.
Oh, at the end, I wonder if I can freeze it.
No, you're fine. As we've got Natty versus Iyo right now.
Natty versus Iyo.
Oh, you're taking right now in this match.
Iyo, Natty, thanks for coming. You did a good job. We're moving on.
Yeah, the boat don't float on this one. Where is Victor? I don't know. It wasn't my turn to watch him. Did you freeze or did I freeze?
I didn't freeze unless you're frozen.
Okay, you just were very stoic for a long extended period of time.
I was breaking something down.
And not blinking.
Not blinking. I was focused.
Right. Christopher, what up?
But spooky shit, folks. Spooky shit. What do you guys think? And if you guys see anything on the internet, by all means, share it with us. If there's some hidden, code in the fucking link, by all means, let us know. But yeah, I mean, again, the QR codes have been fun because they've found a way to kind of stop things up, get us talking. Is Natty? What?
I mean, she's out there with it might be a slip and there could be a thing, but yeah.
Right. What does it mean? All we ever wanted was a chance.
Well, that, like I said, that's where people got into the whole where was it? Of the alleged members of Bo Dallas, obviously, there's that connection. Nikki Cross lost all of sanity. Dexter Loomis got abandoned and forgotten by the way. Joe Gacy lost all of the schism. And then Rowan was, the Wyatt family.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Okay.
6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 7 o'clock.
I just had to make sure my math was correct. Man, it's cool though. I like this. I like playing these little games. And again, do I think it's going to go much? Like, it's Survivor Series seems too far away. They probably won't do a big reveal on a Saudi show. I doubt it. So the next opportunity looks like it's going to be Money in the Bank.
And for all we fucking know, it could be just on a random Raw.
It might
just fuck you energy.
Right. One of the cool things from the video.
Let's
see if this comes up. Who is the sixth member of the Wyatt Six? Gacy. Who did we say? Gacy, Bo, Eric, Nikki, Dexter.
That's 5.
And Alexa.
But again, does it need to be the Wyatt Six?
Yeah, that's what the story is. Like, that's what they're doing. What do you mean? Does it need to be? It doesn't need to be, but that's.
Wait, no, hold on, right there with what you just said there. What do you mean it doesn't need to be? It doesn't need to be. Like, no one said it was going to be.
No. What the fuck are you? The answer to your riddle, I guess it really doesn't have to be 6 of them, but that seems to be the story they're telling. And I'm about to give you an example of it.
Okay.
But like literally in the video, there's one point and there's literally 6 birds flying, but they're obviously centered out. So I'm going to see if I can bring this over and put it in the chat. But yeah, what do you mean? Like, does it really have to be the Wyatt Six? It doesn't have to be. What do you mean?
No, I was asking the question of.
I'm answering. I don't get the question.
No, I was answering the question in the chat of saying who's going to be the next member of the Wyatt Six, and that's what I was saying of does it need to be an actual Wyatt Six and everything. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's my answer. Like, I mean, yeah, I think it.
So you think it has to be?
It doesn't have to be.
So then, what the fuck are you trying to say? If it doesn't have to be, but it has to be, there's going to be a 6 member. Yeah.
So it's going to be the Wyatt 5, or
it doesn't have to be a Wyatt thing. It could be just a continuation like that. That's the thing is you don't need to add the Wyatt name to it.
I don't even know if they're going to. That's just something we coined it because they haven't given us a name yet.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be anything that they've built up. You're saying that it still has to be. You're expecting that it's still going to be 6 members. I've never said that it's going to be that.
And like I said, I just, based on what I'm seeing and based on everything that they've played up to, it feels like there's going to be 6 members. 5 plus Howdy. Like, that's what it feels like. I mean, that seems to be the consensus. What would you do something else?
No, I'm just saying it doesn't has to be that specific number.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I think I would have it as the 6. That just feels the story we're going with. It could be 2, but I mean, it doesn't feel that way. I'm gonna quickly.
As I've got Iyo with a chokehold on Natty.
All right, let me go to this. All right, 1 second. Give me a second. I'm gonna isolate it.
Fair enough. I was like, are we having glitches here? Are we been hacked by the Howdy? He got mad because I said there was only 5 instead of 6, and he's like, I'm gonna just start playing all the streams during this.
Oh my mans. Shouldn't it be 5 till Alexa's back? But Alexa's is supposed to be back. She looks ready.
I've been right. Christian, you're on a whole other paragraph.
We got multiple roles. Another one. Oh, Natty over.
Powerbomb. 1, 2, 2 go, 2 go, 2 go. It's interesting to me that Iyo, like this, I don't want to say it even fully this way, but this is where Io's at after she lost the women's title to Bayley. Like, she's been really kind of off TV since she lost here.
No, I mean, I don't know. Iyo, we haven't seen much since. I mean, it hasn't been that long without it. So it's really interesting moving them over to Raw and seeing how Iyo and the rest of the faction survive. And, where do they fit in?
Well, and does now with Damage Control losing the titles, and obviously Io's lost her title, does this kind of dead the Bayley Damage Control feud?
Yeah, because Bayley's on another show. Right?
Still fuck with him.
Yeah, I think it's over, bro.
Iyo going up for the moon. Salt. God damn. 1, 2, 3, and Iyo picks up the win over Natty.
Big win. She moves on in the tournament, folks.
She's a strong contender, I would say, to be like, if we're gonna have, say, even Tiffany projected to win it, her versus Iyo versus Tiffany in the finals. Kind of here for it, absolutely.
Iyo Tiffany final. Yeah, it could work, man. I'm a big fan of Iyo. And we recently saw her have success. Again, like I said, the big question becomes what happens with Iyo and Damage Control moving forward. We will find out, but big win for Iyo Sky.
Well, we theoretically could get to the semifinals here and have Iyo versus Asuka, because they are on different ends of the bracket here. So,
but Asuka's fighting. No, well, Asuka will be. Yeah,
right. But Io's on the top 4. Asuka's on the bottom 4.
Semi-final matchup kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put everyone on notice. There you go. There you go.
Asuka's unfortunately injured.
She's stepping in to fight Bird Lady. She even called her the Bird Lady.
Hey, Dakota, fan of the channel.
Right, let's go.
Got the heavy what chance.
Ooh, calling out the tag champs. The new tag champs is Jade and Bianca. Pick up those belts at Backlash on the weekend.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Bold strategy, because that wasn't, super highly contested fight. That was kind of more of we just walk through, we just smash you.
Pretty much, right?
Random kid just popping in between them. Just hi.
Hi.
Why has he got the gold chain drip though? What is up with this fucking kid?
Whose kid is this?
Right. Tiff, Iyo, Charlotte, are they all going to use the moonsault? Yeah, because every wrestler uses the fucking super kick. And even then, they do different variations on it, I feel a bit.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, everybody. And as we're getting a package for Ilia.
Bro, all draped in like blood red and black and white. They're making this man look like a fucking psychopath. Like, he looks like a fucking Bond villain. Like,
right?
You watch any sort of action movie from the 80s and 90s, and you know instantly that's the guy I don't want to fuck with.
Right? Wow. This is how you make somebody look like a badass before you even get them on full-time TV.
Right.
No doubt about that at all.
Could final Raw side be Iyo versus Asuka? That's what I was talking about, but it seems like Asuka is injured and unable to be involved, but it could be, I guess, then
Oh, man.
Oda versus Iyo.
Maybe that'd be really interesting. Pit them against each other.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is I think it'll now be, if it's not going to be Asuka, it's got to be like Shayna versus Iyo or something. As I've got Ilia coming out right now.
Yeah, the action doesn't stop here tonight, folks. Like, instantly into Iyo and Ricochet. Like, honestly, like, the action is non-stop tonight.
Triple H called this man an enigma wrapped in a riddle.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we're getting Ilya Dragunov versus Rick O'Shea, our favorite fighting Irishman, our favorite O'Shea brother.
Mm-hmm. Now, so this is from the video, and they circled this. I did not circle this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds circled. So that's one of the things. There's another clip. Again, it looks like there's an image on the cloak. There's a girl in a room. There looked like somebody that was like raiding the fridge. It's staticky. It's all over the place. And I'm sure there's more clues to come with it, folks. But people are implying that, you know, representing the 6 bodies that we could be getting for this, this what seems to be a howdy moment. Howdy doody.
It's howdy doody.
Raid the fridge.
Right.
Let's go Dragunov. This will be a banger.
As we've got Rick O'Shea out here in all of the Green Power Ranger gear.
Yeah.
Now again, how did the Green Power Ranger call for his Zord, whistling through a fucking like through a whistle, through a flute
dagger
with a fucking helmet on?
Right?
How did that work? Physics. Explain that shit.
He was really good at blowing, Nick.
There was a lot of people. Most of them now have been in jail. But we are underway with Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov. So, folks, let us know who you're taking in the chat right now, whether you're taking Ilya or you're taking the fighting O'Shea brother here. And he's even wearing the fucking green and gold. He's embracing his Irish shit.
Right. But Ilya's taking this, but this is going to cook.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Dragon Dagger. Ilya for the win. What is it? What? Ilya for the win. Absolutely. Well, we have the current speed champion, by the way, of Rick O'Shea taking on Ilya Dragunov. Big running E.
He's
He's Russian. Yes, we know.
Well, he looks like he's in a hurry, but I have no idea.
Well, we're rushing to commercial here as both men are just staring at each other here.
Going to commercial break, folks.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun. We roll along. We got lots of time to go, lots to get into. And, man, the matches have been nonstop here tonight, folks. CM Punk was in the building. He was looking for Drew. Drew was in the building looking for Punk. A lot going on here. We've already had a couple people advance in the King and Queen tournaments. So very interesting what we're going to get as we move forward. Another QR code. We'll see if we get anything else here tonight that been in the, we tend to get one or two, maybe two is a good number. So we'll see what's up with that. But yeah, get in that chat. Let us know how you're feeling. Dude, when everyone talks about, and I think, again, Triple H takes things personal, but very internal. So it's not like he's out in public saying what he's thinking. But if you're going to go out there and publicly keep saying that you have the best wrestling, the best wrestlers, we're going to prove you wrong. And you better be able to fucking man up and play the game. Because that's what you're going to do. Now I'm going to book Ilia and Ricochet on a Monday. What are you going to book on Wednesday that's equivalent or better? Let's go. You're on the clock.
The thing is, though, is that Triple H is in a position to where he doesn't have to do it of like, I'm going to have the best work rate match, because I could still have a match that's nothing you could do, that's still going to have enough draw, still have enough attention, that's still going to have enough story to it, because I've built fucking layers to this shit. Of this shit's interwoven. There's reasons behind everything. I can make something out of nothing. You can make nothing out of something, Tony.
Yeah, but I do think that he's very much of the, to watch how he's kind of operated through NXT, through the beginning of what he's doing now. I just feel like it's take the legs out of other people. If they want to run their mouth,
that's the reason he's called the cerebral assassin. That's not a fucking deniable. Like that's not deniable. That was just the reason he's called the cerebral assassin. Wasn't just because of his fucking in-ring persona,
right?
No, this man is playing chess when a lot of people are playing fucking Stratego and shit like that. Right. They ain't even playing the same games.
No, and I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's what we're seeing here. We saw it with the pay-per-view where, you and I and a bunch of people out there were very skeptical. 5 matches. And then we got the 5 matches we got, and we go, okay, that was good. 3 hours in and out. Beautiful. Thank you.
You have them talking about doing a stadium show next year over there.
They're doing it
based off of just what they did there. Like now it's become Backlash. Used to be like we talked about of WrestleMania Backlash of give a fuck after birth, hangover pay-per-view. And then now it's become we're just going to go international and see who's going to be the fucking loudest. Yeah. Like we went to Puerto Rico and we all lost our minds and thought that was the greatest pay-per-view they'd ever done because we had, the greatest Bad Bunny concert and some wrestling broke out. Now we go to France and we have idiots out there saying that the crowd carried the entire fucking pay-per-view and the wrestling didn't matter. It was whose match is it anyway out there? It was the crowd carried everything. No, it's one of those of they have the ability to hit all of these untapped, these huge markets and show up and show out because that's what the show is about. And they fucking put on a show every goddamn time.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think we're going to see more and more of it. And again, it's that global enterprise. And again, the overclaims of the company that thinks they're in a fight, you got to be careful because literally the other company is doing exactly what you're claiming you're doing and you're not doing it. You're just saying you're doing it. It's not the same.
I will ask this, and I really hate to ask this right now because we're back in action in this big boot from Ilia into a German
suplex. A gorgeous suplex.
Into another one.
And I like it. Ricochet throwing the elbows between, not just taking the next one. Trying to fight.
It's this amazing thing of acting like you're actually fighting versus it's choreographed, choreography. But has labeling yourself as a competition to XYZ become the downfall, the hindrance of every other wrestling promotion?
At time, 100%. And I think
we saw it with WCW. We've seen it now with the other 3 letters. Yeah.
No, I think the problem becomes when you start talking like that, you put them in there, you get in the ring with them. And if you get in the ring with them and you're not prepared, then you get exposed. And that's what's happened here is that you make claims of what you are, what you think you are. And then when you can't live up to that hype, if you didn't say anything, we wouldn't consider you in that ring. Oh, wow. Ricochet on his face on the floor.
Rainbow split.
Damn.
Why am I feeling that we're gonna get like a shooting star into like an uppercut, like H-bomb type shit? We're gonna get just like some superhero, like some Superman meets Batman shit.
Right? Oh my God. Drop kick from the top.
Even that guy going by is racing home to make sure he can watch this fucking match and everything like that. Make sure he can tune in the Wrestling for Life Network, because I see 96 people with us kicking it. Let's see if we can get back up to them triple digits here.
Right? Ilia Dragunov wins, going to be a squash. I don't know if you're watching, Byron, but we ain't getting no squash here tonight.
No, we're getting more of a fucking potato salad here. They're just fucking stiffer than a $2 bill out here with this shit.
Right?
What did the five fingers say to the face, said Ricochet. Yeah, it's one of those of the second you, I guess, almost weirdly invoke that name of you sit there and say, of we're going at them. It's like, all right, well, then you better make sure you don't fucking miss. Because if you're going to say that you're going to go there, right, looking at you, Drake, then you better fucking land your shit, because it's going to be a whole lot of egg on your face if you don't.
Run from the top, all the way from the top.
Right?
Ilia rolls out.
Oh, we're going flying here.
Tope
con Ricochet.
He did. He ricocheted right back into the ring.
Right.
Oh, he's got more. Guys, this match is everything you could want.
Hey, well, what I'm gonna just fucking say what everybody's thinking right now. For every AW fan that doesn't like what WWE puts out for pro wrestling and everything like that, or for matches and everything like that, watch this and shut the fuck up. How about that?
Hartford is dead. What are you
eat a nice slice of humble pie? And
right.
Just you can sit there and watch it with the Twitter notifications off, with the shades drawn, so no one can know you're cheating on AW and everything like that. But this match is fucking cooking.
It's on fire. It is going through the roof. Both men down on the floor as we go back into a commercial break. We are rolling along. Hartford, Connecticut is dead. Turn up your TV, AJ. Turn up your TV, AJ. Are you listening on mute, AJ? Really, AJ? Come on now. Come on. We got to call you out for shit like that. I just like pro wrestling. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. No, we do too, and everything.
We love it.
And but think about it. This is the only time that we do this. We're your wrestling buddies, we're your alternative commentary and everything, and we're sitting there telling you, no, put the fucking channel, like turn the volume up on them, because they're fucking losing their mind for this. We're losing our mind for it. Sitting there, this is the one time, don't watch the pro wrestling on mute.
Right. See, this is an example of just being silly, Boston. Like, how can I poke a hole in this? It's fucking Ilia. It's not your typical, like, oh, we just called this schmuck up from NXT, right? Like, again, if you watch the speed matches, they're set up different. It's a different thing. It's a different vibe. Just, again, let's not be ridiculous. The match is cooking. Both guys are good to go. And at the end of the day, it's fucking Ilia, and we deserve a banger.
Yes. And hey, this is how you start the top of your 9 o'clock hour, by the way.
Yeah. When people are clicking around, you watch these two guys flying through the air.
Oh, Daniel, you can go fuck yourself with that comment. It's a shame Levesque's cardiovascular system kicked out at 2. So, like I said, you can go fuck yourself with that comment.
All right.
You're wishing that he wasn't here? I mean, do you have a difference of opinion?
I didn't read it like that. That's all. But yeah, I mean, we wish him all the health and all the good health. 5 star, says AJ. House of Dragunov. KJ, what about Pac and Ospreay? Gonna cook. If we get it, it's gonna cook, but it will be for the Continental Championship. I don't love it.
House of Dragunov.
Right. I'm poking holes in the speed thing. It sounds all types of wrong. I know Dragunov was good in this match. I just hate the Triple H decided the speed shit. It's a side shit, bro. Like, again, don't sweat the small things, my friend. The wrestling that we get on a weekly basis is fine. They did a stupid internet thing just to keep fans a little bit happy, entertained, and help their social media numbers. Again, don't overanalyze that kind of shit. It's little shit. Who cares? It's a nothing title. Who gives a fuck?
Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. That's what it is. I don't think the Hartford crowd is not dead. They just need Carlos. Christian's out here just wasted away in Margaritaville, just looking for his last shaker of salt for the fucking karaoke machine out here, I guess.
Right. A 5-star match. Boo boo. The crowd is going wild. There you go. He's back at it. Hello, fellas. I'm hoping we get a Queen Chelsea. Seriously, that would rule. I like Chelsea.
I mean, she's about to be NXT Women's Champion. So what are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting.
There's talks that they want to put her back with Robert Stone, and she might become a permanent fixture on NXT here.
Yeah, I also heard
that's the way you get Roxanne up to the main roster.
Yeah, maybe. I know there was some talks or some rumors or some, fan made up shit about the idea of her and Tiffany working together, and they're putting out little posts about being besties. They fit very well.
Two go.
Those.
Sorry.
A formidable tag team to go up against Jade and Bianca, maybe.
Formidable, maybe. Annoying, yes.
Oh, for sure. Speed is like the mixed match challenge. Yeah, it's the multiverse of wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, what the shit! I've never seen any really kind of hit that of just like, I'm gonna just fucking backdrop on you out of nowhere.
Wow. Can't get the W. Bars Nick says Richard Martinez. Cheers. Bars?
Yeah, no, I go to bars. I don't spit bars. I go to bars. Actually, I don't even have time to go to bars. I built a bar.
Fair enough, Boston. Fair enough. It is what it is, my guy. But yeah, I mean, again, it is what it is. KJ, are you looking forward to Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black, possibly at Double or Nothing? Yeah, that falls into the about fucking time category, Kyle. Been waiting for it. Let's go.
Oh, that's so good. As Ilia passes out and like keels over from the super kick onto Ricochet's back, is now they're just trading fucking boot shots. And again, I'm just falling over you. I don't know.
Death Valley Driver.
Right? Yeah, we're on par.
Okay.
Moonsault, springboard moonsault. Wow. 2 count. Dos, amigos, dos.
And the live crowd is going nuts. Should book Dragunov and Ricochet for the speed title. Yeah, good.
How about just for any title? Just do it again. Just
keep doing it.
That's what I want. Just do it again. I don't care what for. Just do it.
These are
watch this again.
Right? These are the matches we can look forward to in this new era of wrestling. Call it whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, look at the booking. Look at the matches they're giving us.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Ilia's just so
familiar.
Oh, the knee.
Essentially a V-trigger.
Oh, ducks the back fist. Poison
Rana. And look at even though Ricochet's chest, I know he's got the tats and everything.
Oh my god!
Everything.
Holy shit!
He just did a damn near jackknife power H-bomb.
The crowd is with every bit of this. And gets hit with a recoil.
Two go.
Wow.
Is a recoil just a code breaker?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yo, this is one of the best TV matches I've seen this year, for sure.
Meltzer rates it 2.5 stars.
Right? There was no Shibata in a garbage can.
Right. There was no Tony Khan stank on it. Oh, superplex, and he just literally fucking flipped through. Basically, damn near could have pinned him right off of that.
And he actually cut himself.
Ilia's just busted in the middle of it.
just landing on his forehead. Smash!
Ace bomb.
It's over. It's over.
1, 2, 3.
Blood on the tongue to boot. There's a shot. What a match. Let's fucking go.
I know I say stupid sexy Rhea pin, but there kind of needs to be a thing with that with Ilia because that's provocative. No one knows exactly what it means, but it gets the people going.
50 Shades Ilia pin?
50 Shades of Russian. The Russian undressing. That's what it is. The Russian undressing.
There you go. And they gave them time to work, folks.
Right.
16-minute match on a Raw. On a Raw that we've already had plenty of stuff that was entertaining. Like, this night has not had a down moment yet. So good. What a match. Alex might not speak like that, though. Great match. Hell of a match. Are you sure? You know, the Speed Champion took 16 minutes to get a win. I'm just fucking. Just fucking. What a match. 3-0, 2-0.
I mean, Keanu Reeves took how long to fucking, finish Speed after a fucking, bomb on a plane or a bomb on a bus here? So Speed's a derogatory term or loose term, man.
Oh, Ilia looking for the hand, looking for the respect, and there it is. A nice baby face match. Ilia's so fucking intense. Even the handshake's intense. Let's be real. Macho Man's digging it back there.
Ilia looks like that type of person. If he wishes you to have a good day, you feel like you have to like scream it back at him. Like, no, you have a good day. Like, because he seems that intense and everything.
You make sure you have a good fucking day in case he comes back to check.
Right. Facts. I will be having a good day. Yeah.
As we got Jackie Redmond with Sheamus.
Are you sure it's not fucking Paperboy number 7? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. How lucky could one Sheamus be?
Talents to Green. Wait, what?
English, if you're going to sit there and try to say that Ilia is green, I would just question you to watch Dub X Dub, etc., and watch things outside of the big two, and then say that he's green. Like, this guy's literally, he's on par and on caliber with Gunther. That's why we're saying they should be in sleep right at it. Sorry.
Right. Wow, Raw is really good tonight. It's cooking, folks. It's been a good run at this show. As we got Sheamus in the back cutting a promo, but yeah, it's been amazing. I like your picture, John Cena. All right, John Cena. What a match. Ilia looked amazing. MF banger. Yeah, again, if you're a fan of wrestling and watched that and found something to complain about, you're not a fan of wrestling. We don't like the same things. I don't know what your desire is or what your hobby is, but if you just watched that match and went, oh, it's not good. Or I can't believe they did that. Then you're a shitty wrestling fan. Sorry, I said it. Are you quietly making the second hour of Raw the banger hour match? Oh, maybe. Right, there you go.
So happen to be.
That second hour used to suck a lot, Nick.
That's what she said.
NXT talents look green. Look, Dragunov landed on his face during the... Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, I'm not even you know what? That's the type of fan I'm talking about. That is the type of person that just give up. Go watch figure skating. Go watch something else. Dragunov versus Jey, that's going to be insane. Insane. Yes, let's go. I forgot that's the next.
Well, and it's even with wrestling fans that you mentioned before there with that of like, okay, so if you're going to, even if that was a thing, that you're going to hold on to one moment, right, and that ruins the entire match.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you're going to watch an entire match that has at least like 10 of them moments. And you're like, no, that's fine.
No. But the way they came down, there was a bit of a fucking like glance off, but had no problem. Didn't hinder the match. Didn't stop the match. Shit happens. The guys are going to make contact. Like, again, I think a lot of people that have never done it have that opinion of like, oh, I can't believe there was that one little slip up. It's a fight. There's supposed to be those moments that don't go quite crisp. And again, if anyone watched the 16 minutes of that match and now you're poking holes of, I can't believe they did this and I can't believe he did that and he's a speed champ, you guys are being stupid. Enjoy
here's Anthony coming in from the top rope here of is Charlotte Green. She laid on her face during her match with Rhea at Mania 39 asking for a friend.
Wait, is Jericho green when he fell off the fucking side of the ring with Colt Cabana?
No, he's brown like shit.
Like, let's be real, folks. Just enjoy it. It was awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still a fair amount on the other promotion that.
Yeah, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, again, it is what it is. And again, if you watch a Jericho Hook match and then watch this match and you like the Jericho Hook match, we're not the same people. I'm sorry. We're not.
You're Ralph Wiggum of wrestling.
Like, I can't help it.
Yeah, that's one of those, like, that's the disconnect of just hating on, and that's the thing is we watch everything to just hate on a company or hate on a match just because of the three letters that came before it. I've never been behind that. I've never understood that because there's been matches I've watched before and I loved that I had no idea what fucking umbrella they were under or whatever, but I just thought it was a really cool fucking match to watch. That's the way you should enjoy pro wrestling. I love cool. I don't give a shit who signed to who. I give a shit about what the song is.
Yeah. Welcome to the channel where we welcome varying opinions. Also, we're going to gatekeep the type of fan you are because that's bullshit. And that that's bullshit, Daniel. You've been around long enough, and the people that watch us know exactly what we're up to. Yeah, if you come to us with something stupid, we're going to call you out. We're going to call your bluff. And if you can't get in that chat like an adult and handle it and give an honest opinion back of what makes you think what you think, fine. But I have every right to say as a fan, you and I will never see eye to eye if you watch that match and you can't enjoy it and you make excuses for other companies that are shit in the bed. That's fine. You want to be that tribalistic? Be it. But we do welcome every opinion. Other channels would have blocked you for saying that. No, I'm going to pull it up on the screen and I'm going to address it. And that's what we do. Again, come to a battle of wits unarmed. You're going to get popped.
I literally say you can have that type of shit. That ain't what I'm mad at it. Like, that's the thing is literally my guy is one of those of cool. You want to be upset about some bullshit or whatever. That's you. You do you, boo boo. But be able to entertain an actual like a conversation about it. If you just want to say some bullshit, just to say some bullshit and just trying to get a reaction, then cool. You got a reaction. I'm sorry it's not the reaction you wanted.
Yeah.
So that's this game of this chart called fuck around and find out.
Yeah, and again, and Daniel forgets that we see the same people in here all the time, right? So when you consistently row the boat one way like a Dave Meltzer, we see it. We see you row that way every time. That's not someone's first comment. We know what you're doing. We know where the bias is. So we welcome your opinion, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I won't even
French
go
crowd, American crowd.
I mean, we converted real and everything like that. Of like, it's like I said, it's an open forum, it's an open discussion, and everything like that. Of we'd rather actually have the discussion. If you don't want to have the discussion and want to cry boo hoo hoo, that's on you.
Right.
No fault to us. That's on you, my guy.
But we got Zoe and Ivy in the ring, folks. Let us know what you got. Let us know who you're taking. Yeah, it's a little moronic, AJ. I'm with you, though. But moving past all of that, we got Zoe. We got Ivy. Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? We provide the smoke. Facts. All day fucking long.
Fucking campfire corral over here, my guy.
I don't even know how to answer that, Ken. That's amazing. From Hamilton with Lord.
What would these people say about watching TV wrestling from Channel 11 from Hamilton with Lord Athol Leighton like I did growing up?
I have no idea.
I think you are the only person, Ken, in the existence of space, time, and continuum that has experienced that. So please let us know from that perspective, because no one here else can attest to that.
Right. This match is interesting as both women are powerhouse type. Yeah, I'm really curious about this match. This was the one I was
fucking
worried
Pokemon. They're both grass type.
about.
I don't know who's gonna win here.
Right. Zoe for the win.
Ivy used Smash, and so did Zoe, and so they offset.
Wow, Ivy got a Zoe up. Vertical. Hold in, hold in, hold in, hold in, hold in. No!
Kip up.
Ivy for the upset. I like that, Vance. I'm going with Vance. I like that. Surprise.
I'm taking Zoe. Ivy, she's a little pit bull here, but I mean, sometimes pups get put down.
Yeah. Ivy reminds me of Jordan Grace. Yeah, I could
if
see
she got shrunk by Rick Moranis.
Well, Jordan's not that fucking bulkier for sure.
Ivy is not that big either.
No, but Jordan's not exactly a giant.
I'm not saying she is, but she's swollen compared to Ivy.
Zoe gets extra
points.
Listen,
I'm 6'2", 230 plus some odd pounds, and I'm intimidated by Jordan Grace with how fucking swole she is. So I'll fucking take that.
Right. I hope Zoe and Ivy get time. They both can go. Yeah. So far, so good. Match is off and rolling. Wasting my time. KJ reads all the comments, even if he doesn't read it out loud. Pretty much. Unless you're being stupid, then if you're wasting my time, we skip over. Well, I have a permanent title. No one take. I'm the 420 champ. I'll challenge you any day of the week on that one, buddy.
Fair enough.
Ivy for the upset. Ivy uses suplex and is super effective. Marvin, I'm with you.
When you're the best wrestling streaming service in the world, you talking Wrestling for Life Network. Beat them if you can. Survive. Let's. Where is it, Curtis? You get a star. You get a star.
We got a 2. Zoe for the win. I love that. Thank you so much, Curtis. 100%.
Yeah, but it's one of those of still. We ain't splitting hairs on anybody. We've had anybody and everybody walk through here. Christ, we allegedly had Eric Bischoff walk through here earlier, talking about TK keeling over and everything. So we're going to talk shit to Eric Bischoff's face.
Yeah. We just had a sweet kick. Not my favorite.
So who's your what now?
Oh, nice drop kick. Bit of a swing and a
sliding knee. It wasn't a drop kick. It was a sliding knee. 2 count.
Rick Moran, Canadian legend. Let's go. I love Zoe Stark.
I'm surprised Shayna and Zelina was taken off TV. They're more known than Ivy and Zoe, but this is a show up and show out because that's what the show's about. And there's nothing saying that they're taking off TV that might be there next week. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, instead of shoving a whole bunch of matches in, I'm okay with them spreading them out and let them.
I was pretty excited for them to try and put 8 matches and 8 good matches on Monday Night Raw. I was all the way for that.
Maybe that's
3 hours. You got 3 hours. You can fucking do that. You got 3 hours. You can fucking do that. We tell AEW to do that on a pay-per-view. You can do that.
Right. Let them cook.
Right.
6'2". Damn, Nick, you trying to hoop, bro?
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
AJ, no, not that was debunked, my friend. I will always waste your time with knee pads. Absolutely.
There you go.
Why does Zoe look so sad when waiting for Ivy to come out? She's angry. It's her gimmick. She's not supposed to be happy.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm way past that, so I don't even remember that. Oh, what? I'm a bad wrestling nerd. What is it that she calls her finisher there? Because it's like the ripcord go to sleep almost.
Yeah, I don't know what she named it. I really don't.
But goddamn, is it impressive as shit. As Zoe picks up the 1, 2, 3 here.
Honey, Jericho's on the TV again, kid. Zoe won. Yes, she did. 4-0. Dale's on fire. Z Trigger. Z360, I think. Oh, we got True.
Champion versus champion.
Beth out.
UConn head coach. He's trying to cut. Oh.
Dan Hearn?
Yeah. So for those who don't live in the northeast of the United States, R-Truth just brought out the UConn, I can't even remember, men's or women's basketball head coach right now. Exciting news, I can tell all around. Everybody looks so amazed, so shocked, so excited that this man is here. Fucking tracks like turtleneck, not even turtleneck, fucking Nike long sleeve Steve Jobs is out here in the middle of Miz and R-Truth.
What is he saying?
So I like how on one hand, R-Truth does not look old enough that he should be your grandmother, like your grandfather that is confused, but also might be old enough to be your grandfather that is confused.
Right, as we got Braun Breaker on the screen now, folks. Why I'm not in the King of the Ring. Perfect.
Right.
Speaking of Canadian legend, I just finished watching. Oh, John Candy. My really good friend growing up, they named their dog they called him Candy after John Candy. When John Candy passed away, like shit shut down. Like it was sad day. Absolute legend. Fucking genius.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Come on, y'all. It's bobsled time.
Thanks, coach.
Right.
Men's basketball.
Chad Gable coming out right now. Bro, my guy.
With a new look?
New look? I think he's just fucking cut down. Like this man is out here in competition form. You can see the striations and the stratations and all that shit.
Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable up next. This one's a hard one to call. LOL Nick. Braun Breaker. He's the UConn coach.
Yes. We got that.
Getting permission to invite celebrities on Raw. Fair enough. Yeah, Chad Gable definitely rocking the new gear, all glittered up. Looks like he's fucking about to do a Vegas show for everybody.
Well, how do you feel about the idea that Kurt Angle sat there and said, you know, I'll come and be a manager with them?
Right, of course. Why wouldn't he? I'll take that paycheck. But ladies and gentlemen, we are on a commercial break. We are rolling through. The night has been cooking. The night has been fun. Lots going on here at the channel. Lots going on with Raw. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. Let's get this back into triple digits, folks. So go drop this link anywhere and everywhere. Trust me, we'll be nice to some people, I promise. But with all that being said, I'll be right back.
Fair enough. As KJ's taking a pause for the cause, but I will remind everybody we are in commercial break right now. But yeah, how we feeling so far about... So far, we're through the first couple of matches. We're into the first round of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament here. How are we feeling about this? Excuse me. As I think it was even, like I think I talked about last year of how it was pretty much just kind of like semifinal, final. But how we feeling of that? We're pretty predominantly, and we've had banger matches. Like Ilia versus Ricochet was a fantastic match. We've had great matches so far with this, and we're about to get Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed, which I still get the kind of tinge, the kind of reason of maybe we pulled away from some of the King of the Ring matches because this about to show up because that's what the show's about here. Jay Harrison, this is Raw. What did Boston say? Oh, MDB saying, I used to make my NFL uncle turn off his games to watch Cool Runnings classic film. Ah, fair enough. What do you mean by your NFL uncle? Like you just watched NFL a lot, or did he play? But yeah, feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Come on, y'all, it's bobsled time. It's like and subscribe time. Does anyone notice that this WWE is totally Paul and Sean NXT built roster? Are you surprised? I mean, that's kind of, it's like saying, respectfully, John, that's a little bit of like saying, are you surprised that, this X and X, sports team after 2 years has their former rookie class as their starting lineup? Like, I mean, it's a little kind of, that's what was expected. I mean, it's surprising that I guess that they've managed to hit that many, home runs on blue chip prospects here. But yeah, I think that that was kind of the goal and the intent. Truth shouldn't be funny all the time. It will run thin. It hasn't for 30 to 40 some odd plus years, I want to say. Like, this man has been able to do this in TNA and NWA and WWE. Christ, I almost feel like he did it in WCW, etc. So it's one of those of, you're telling a guy that he won't be funny, and then in 20 years he comes back, he's still funny. So yeah, I get it. At times, comedy gimmicks do run thin, but our truth's just, he's kind of one of them special talents there. Like, honestly, Ron Killings, our truth, is a guy to me that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Undeniably, undisputably. I know I've sat there and taken pot shots at other people that are in there, but yeah, Ron Killings needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Have you ever given yourself a cup of soup? Boston, what the kind of question is that? But no, I actually personally despise soup. I don't take soup. I don't take I don't take keshta, or I don't take soup. Yes, no, I actually don't like soup. Outside Randy and Bobby, everyone on the roster came up from NXT. Yeah, most of the last generation is gone. But is that a bad thing? That's the thing, is that a bad thing? Because I don't think it is. I think that, again, 100%, we've not only had a new group of talent come through, we've even now extrapolated that to where we've had a new group on top of that new group come through here. As we're getting even more of replays of Gunther and Sheamus here, why do I feel like this is going to be the main event here? Because they've now done 2 video packages building up this match here. You're saying you never had soup. I'm not saying I've never had soup. I'm saying I've never enjoyed soup. Soup is, not in my regular culinary experience, to put it that way. Are you interested in Shayna versus Carmen? Is tomorrow night on NXT? Is that Damon? Did they actually announce that? I have not seen that. Oh, as Carlito out here. Out here talking it up, chopping it up with Damian Priest here. So interesting that we might get the little Puerto Rico connection here, because we didn't see Carlito join up with Legado. We didn't see him. He obviously turned on LWO here, so this would be interesting if he's here. So Carlito kind of throwing it out there of, hey, you watch my back, I watch your back. But I like this. We're sowing the seeds of dissension as a Priest is out here having to act like he's leader and tells Dom, get him out of here. But you even have JD and Finn kind of just giving him the side of it, like, hey, my guy. As I've got the fucking kaiju incarnate Big Bronson Reed coming out here right now to take on Chad Gable. So again, if you haven't done so, let me know who you're taking Bronson Reed or Chad Gable in this match. That's cool. I spit in the face. Yeah, he did spit in the face, so it's cool. Dom keeps inviting people to join the group. Andrade didn't work, so Priest should not trust Carlito. Yeah, well, did Dom actually invite, Andrade to join the group, or was he just kind of chill with him? Got Shade for the DQ win. Watch out for Invader Wyatt, man. Dom's trying to make friends. Yeah. Well, like I said, I think that we're getting to this point to where we probably get Finn and JD as a tag team. We get Dom just off in Mysterio land, and then we get babyface Damian. That's gonna be a champion, and I think once he officially turns babyface, that'll probably be around when he loses it. I'll say that now. 2 count from Bronson on to Gable. This has no King of the Ring bearing or anything like that, but we've got big beefy boy Bronson Reed taking on Chad Gable here, establish himself as the new, pint-sized Kurt Angle here. So let me know who you're taking here. I like Chad Gable. He's like a mini Kurt Angle. Bronson seems like Jeanette Keith. No. Yeah. Gable 100% is out here like I don't want to exactly even say Perk Angle, but yeah, he's 100% of. I would still love to see Kurt Angle and Chad Gable of having them play off each other. Oh wow! You can't even fully call that a Spanish fly or whatever you want to try and call that. That was just Chad Gable just tossed Bronson Reed from fucking pillar to post. As out here comes Sami Zayn, and we instantly get a disqualification. So, god damn it. So, everyone that picked Bronson, you instantly win here. As Sami Zayn's out here. But this is setting up. We're going to get a triple threat because we've had both men just out of the blue spontaneously attack Sami Zayn in backstage segments here. So I feel like we're very much setting up for a triple threat.
Sami smashing both of them.
Right.
A suplex.
The titties are out here for Chad Gable. The straps are down.
Let's go. Oh, Exploder.
Oh, Exploder. You snuck up like Sammy snuck up.
Right. Wow.
Bronson Reed out here just laying waste. But this is what you got to do. Of honestly, Bronson's probably had the least build, have been the least impactful out of these three, because you had Gable with the heel turn, Sammy's champ, so you've got to do something to get Bronson a bit more over.
Well, I feel like Bronson picked up like those big wins against Sami before Backlash or before Mania. So I think they're onto something here, and I think they're going to push both guys at Sami at the same time. I mean, if it's going to be a triple threat in Saudi, did Sami go back?
Oh, I think very much. That's what I was saying even before you popped up, and it was actually convenient you popped up as I said that. I think we get a triple threat because that's why we had Sami show up, and he wasn't going at anyone specifically. He was just kind of going at both of them.
Pierce always having a meltdown.
Yeah. Adam Pearce out here, granted, glasses or no glasses, he's out here looking like he's constantly a stressed manager.
Always. Constantly stressed. Shit is always going wrong in Pearce's world.
Oh, and a little nudge. Do you kind of really want at some point, even if it's just Adam Pearce versus Nick Aldis?
Yeah,
I want them in a match.
It would be fun. Like maybe next year for the draft. That's how we decide who gets first pick.
Fight it out in the fucking jelly pool.
As we are now getting a package for Lyra Valkyria, the Bird Lady, as we affectionately know her as, one of the draft picks. So they're highlighting the new talent, and you got to give them marks for that. That wasn't very oozy.
Right.
I wonder why Sammy losing favor with me. I'm curious, Larry. What's up with that? I like Sammy. How are you feeling about Sammy? I like Sammy. You just got the belt.
I see no issue with it. Like I said, to me, he feels much more like that. Not exactly the underdog from the underground, but it's one of those of like that guerrilla movement of like, I'm going to hold on to my fucking belt. So I'm going to just pop up here, there, and anywhere. Like, not that uber baby face, but also he's not turned heel or anything like that. Like, he's just one of those of, I'm a champion. I'm going to do what I need to do to hold on to my championship.
Yeah, and definitely not a heel. Like, in the sense of very much still like a huge pop for when he came out. I like the fact that he's getting revenge. I know some people aren't going to love a DQ finish, but at the end of the day, this is setting up a bigger storyline, a bigger angle. So I'm okay with that. Now, was that one of the qualifying matches, like one of the King of the Ring matches?
No, that was actually one of those matches that was outside of that. That's why I was surprised. But that also even says of how much they have, even beyond the tournament matches of, hey, in case you forgot, we can just drop in Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed just in case we wanted to.
Yeah. So here's a perfect example. Tournament is very meaningful. Having a match end in DQ makes sense in WWE land, I guess. So again, so quick to try and find a negative in something, it's an inaccurate comment.
Yeah, 100%. And again, this is not connected to the tournament, anything like that. That's even part of probably why we got from the quote unquote 8 matches we were going to get in the tournament tonight to the 6 that we got. But again,
right.
This is what happens when you watch all the things versus you watch some of the things.
Yeah, and again, let's be fair. Again, if it was a tournament match, it probably wouldn't have been the best ending as far as someone advancing. But if it was to cost Gable a chance or Bronson a chance to advance, there's a story to be told there too. However, this wasn't a tournament match. So as Richard points out, it was a really good match. It's hard to have a winner between Bronson and Chad right now because you're building both of them. We've seen the Chad heel turn. He can't lose. Bronson needs some credibility, like you pointed out. So Sammy shows up and shags them both, and then Bronson looks like the big powerhouse out of the 3. Triple threat, next pay-per-view. That's a beautiful thing. It's called storytelling, people.
Right. Well, and even if it was a tournament match, if you had CM Punk cost through, are we bitching? Just saying.
No. Right. Are you interested in Shayna versus Carmen and Mia Yim versus Ariana Grace, KJ Nick? Absolutely. Let's go.
What in the universe mode is that shit?
Yeah, well, Mia Yim taking on Ariana Grace is interesting. Shayna, again, Mia hasn't done shit, so put her down there and let her have a match or two. Help get some of this young
Shayna wins, Mia wins.
Shayna should beat Carmen, but that ties into the Lola storyline, which I like. Right? We saw last week with the NXT Underground. So Shayna was in the opposite corner of Carmen. It broke into a fight. Following that up, I think it's excellent. Shayna should get this win unless Natty somehow helps Carmen.
I kind of get it, but it's the same time of like, so we're gonna have that. We're gonna put all the focus on like the MMA fighting and everything like that. That's not pro wrestling. Well, I'm just saying.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, with like Petrovich, like she hasn't done really fuck in all when it comes to pro wrestling or anything like that in the ring, I feel. So, well, I'm just saying it's one of those of I'd rather just see her watch her have a wrestling match.
But that's what
I
she's
think Shayna's the very clearly obvious favorite with that.
Yeah, so she is a wrestling match. It's not like it's not going to be a like
okay.
Yeah, it's just a straight up match. So with that match happening, building on the story that you've already built, I think they're trying to put a shine on Carmen, especially. I think there's a lot of upside to Carmen, and she's had a couple matches. She was in the corner for the underground match with Natty. So now again, this pulls Natty back into NXT. I think it works. Ariana Grace Medium's an interesting one, but Ariana has gone over with a lot of people.
I just like her just trying and get everybody to stop fighting in the middle of everyone fighting.
Yeah.
She has 100% adopted everything from her father.
Right.
Gunther.
I do not care about bangers. Gunther says, I quote, I do not care about bangers. As we hit triple digits again in the live chat. Keep it coming, folks. Be a friend, tell a friend. If you're new here, click the like and subscribe. We got Gunther on the screen. Nick's, I think, typing about taking a pause. And we are rolling along, folks. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we've got out here saying, I don't care about the bangers. Yeah.
Right. Ooh, Michael Cole in the ring.
What are the casting couches of this shit?
Here comes Becky.
Oh, so we're gonna get Becky versus Liv doing this. All right, so
yeah, it's face to
face. You got some explaining to do.
Face to face between Liv and Becky tonight was one of the things announced.
Fair enough. I did not know that, sir.
The money is in the chase. Facts.
Yes, sir. And I will chase that money.
There you go. Nick taking a pause for the cause, folks. The show rolls on. Becky coming out. We still got lots of action to get into. Been hyping the main event all night long. This match is next. The next match would be next. At least Pierce doesn't have Chelsea Green chirping in his ear anymore. And even that, he played out really well. I'm down for it. Yeah, it was really funny when they drafted her. He was thrilled. Much happier. I'm sure with all the anxiety and stress he has anyway, he was much happier to see this move on. Sammy shows up and shags them both. Let's go. Let's go. Crowd is weak. Crowd's been pretty good. It's been all right. I know they're not like jumping up and down and singing, at the top of their lungs, but I think the crowd's been okay. I don't know, Richard, just boring to me. I don't know what happened there. I want to see Dijak. Yeah, where's Dijak? I know not everybody can show up all at the same time. But where's Dijak? Let's go. Yeah, where's Dijak? Richard says, let's say a month after that Murphy return debut. Okay. As Becky with Cole. Something tells me that Becky Lynch is going to open her big mouth. That's probably what's going to happen in an interview, I would imagine. I was bored with Sammy before he won the title, Richard. I don't care about him having the title. He's just boring. I like Sammy a lot, and that's fair. I mean, that one I can take. I like him. I like what they've built up with him. I like the underdog angle that they pitched us, and I like him as champion. I think the man deserves it, and I think he's great in the ring. And if you're looking at it, if you're looking at the WWE trying to change a little bit of the narrative, change a little bit of what people have said about them in the past, Sammy's a good guy to have a belt around because he's going to give you good matches. As now we're showing the picture of Becky Lynch at the Kentucky Derby. Looking like she's trying to get a signal. Crowd is weak. He corrected. Ken. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you so much for the super chat. Remember, folks, that is your way to guarantee that you get clicked on, even though we try and click on most of y'all. But thank you so much, Ken. Yeah, I mean, again, I think the crowd's been okay. I mean, Saturday's crowd was off the hook. But, I mean, I don't think Hartford's been dead. I want to see Dijak demanding some Dijak. Let's go. Tony. Hartford is not phenomenal. There you go. There's no singing. Not enough sing-alongs. Maybe we got to get the American audience. You guys got to sing more stuff. The international audience sings way more. I like Sammy 2KJ, always have. I just think right now his characters are in a boring place. That's not a bad thing. It means he can reset at any moment. Fair enough. I that's a fair assessment. And again, I go in ebbs and flows with Sammy as well. There are moments where I think, oh, I could get a little more out of him, and then there's times where he just shoots to the top of the roster, and I think he's been outstanding at times. So I definitely see where you're coming from on that one. Awesome Truth feel like forgettable champions. Yeah, you know what? I'll read the rest before I answer. Great that Truth got the Mania win, but they should drop now. Let the Creeds win, especially if they're heels. Not a bad shout at all, Richard. I kind of support that. I really, really wanted the R-Truth moment at Mania. I got it. I'm kind of over it, and I'm with you. Yeah, you know, the funny banter with Pierce and Miz trying to get a reign on Truth. Not too bad, not too shabby. But at the end of the day, I think they could do something else here. You may be accurate on that one, Paul. The crowd is pretty quiet right now. But we've had a lot of wrestling, so a little bit of talking seems fair. If Ava had an Audi belly button, they would show it and call it tripod. I don't want to go there. Becky was wearing a compact disc on her head. Half the audience doesn't know what that is, MDB. No, that's hilarious. Definitely looked like it was ridiculous. I have no idea how to make it. They don't give a fuck about Becky's promo. Becky is good on the mic, but has no good material right now. I feel like with Becky, it's been a lot of the same, right? To me, Becky's kind of fallen into John Moxley territory of I've heard it, you've said it, I get it. You're the man. You don't take shit. You're you know. I feel like we've got a lot of rinse and repeat with Becky, a lot of the same narrative. Where is Monday Night Raw next week, Damien? I have no idea right now. Let me see if it tells me. Greenville, South Carolina. Are they going to Greenville? Did I get the place right? Here comes Liv Morgan. That Dragunov match was sensational, 100%. And again, that was my point earlier, ladies and gentlemen. That match was outstanding. There's no reason to find little nitpicky complaints when you do get good shit. It's no different than Danielson and Osprey. When that cooks, and you have to give people their flowers. Again, was it a flawless match? No, there was moments where they had slip-ups and little things. But when you get something good as a wrestling fan, enjoy it. Oh, but nah, enjoy it. The next Wide World of Sports weekend is the Preakness Stakes, Tyson Fury live on pay-per-view, and NASCAR. All right, Christian with all the updates. As Liv Morgan in the ring, looking good. We got to start competing with international. Yeah, you got to pick your game up. Multiple-time tag team champion. No one cares about that. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. Diddly-dee potato. Sammy was the original general as IC champ. Oh, back to his old gimmick, right? See, and I got tired of that gimmick. I really did. So it looks like we're going to get Becky Liv sooner than later. How do we feel about it? How can we sing along to these Def Rebel songs? The French did it, man. The French did it. They made up their own songs. That was the trick, Byron. They just made up their own shit. They were like, fuck it, we're singing. Becky putting me to sleep. Segment's been a little bit of a quieter segment. Not sitting on the edge of my seat. I don't like the Creeds winning those belts. I still think they're really green and need some polishing. I agree with you. And especially with how they wrestle Boston, I think at times they're not moving as fast as their brain is. So they're trying these big spots. And that's where you tend to see their slip ups because they're trying to go so big, so fast that they tend to open themselves up to those moments of oops. But yeah, they're definitely green. Again, maybe as heel champs, you could slow them down. More ground and pound, more kind of, you don't need to have those big pop moments, maybe. We got more music as Damage Control is back with us. Who saw this coming? I like this. I like this. Becky sounds like Lucky Charms. Bex is the cure for insomnia. Becky spotlighting Ela Dawn, Alba Fire. 100%. I saw a clip of them going around from a house show. I'm all for those two ladies. Everyone knows I'm a huge fan of both. So, yeah, absolutely love it. A lot of good matches tonight. Who do you think should win Raw's tag team division is right now? Me and Nick talked about this pre-show tonight. The tag team division still needs work. Tag team wrestling in all companies needs some love. That's because Becky is literally boring. I don't totally agree with that, but yeah, I don't love this. As Liv slides out, leaving Becky alone. So Liv was like, I'll help you. No, I won't. No, I won't. Not my problem. Not my problem. So Damage Control, very interesting. I did not expect this. More music. As here comes Lyra, giving Liv shit too. Now remember, Bird Lady has to fight Dakota. So remember, her and Becky have history. So a good place to start for Bird Lady. Chasing Damage Control out. Dakota is going to be a star. I love Dakota Kai. I think you give her more time. I think she's great, and I hope she can stay healthy. But funny, see money. But yeah, no, absolutely. I solved the QR code. Do Yins want to know it? Shoot, buddy. LMK Reptiles can. If you got some answers, we're all ears. 3 weeks from now, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan is at King and Queen of the Ring. But we got a caveat. We got a bit of a twist, Damian. As we do head back into commercial break, folks, we are rolling along. I don't know. We'll see. Give it time. Give it time. But sooner than later. That's for Boston. I love tag team. I didn't want to click on that one. Son of a bitch. Dakota is going to be a star. I'm with you. As the commercial rolls on. Lyra for the save. Damage Control. Check this out. This is brilliant. I like it. I didn't expect it. So, again, if Dakota's getting a little bit of love, we just had the draft. It's time to push new stars. Give us new angles. Give us new storylines. I like it. I really do. A little surprised, but I love it. I'm still trying to learn the rosters. Yeah, first night. It's the first night. Lyra for the win. I don't know. I'm going to go Dakota. That was a QR code. What did I miss? Liv possibly joining Damage Control. That would be an interesting take. I don't know. I put that out to the chat if anyone else thinks that. I think Liv's kind of in that solo mode right now. I don't necessarily see her going into Damage Control. Interesting. I'd be surprised. I'll put it that way, Byron. DIY definitely needs a heel turn, Richard. Couldn't you just split them up? They need something that could work. I'm not sure who they should drop the titles to over there. I'm okay with the douche canoes having the belts on SmackDown for a while. Yeah, I don't think you're in any rush to take the belts off them. You can keep building them up as a heel tag team. You need some baby faces to come in and challenge them, though. Lyra for the win. Yeah, I got to bet against Lyra. Good roster. Good rooster tonight. Lots of good rooster. Lyra for the win. The can add Blair with Liv and have a tag team match with Becky and Lyra. That's right. Blair Davenport did get drafted too. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a big fan of Dakota. I hope she can have a world title run at some point. Again, if she stays healthy and keeps working like this as the leader of Damage Control, they were pitching her on being like the mastermind. I'm interested. I mean, everybody remembers, or if you don't, when she turned on Tegan Nox and what she did in NXT originally with Raquel, then against Raquel. I like it. I really do. You know nothing. Hell is only a word. I thought you were telling me I knew nothing. I was like, Jesus Christ. Hell is only a word. Reality is much worse. That's the QR code. There you go. Okay. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We did play the video earlier, so seems like we're heading in the right way. The douche canoes. Dale's got Bird Lady for the win. Very interesting. What exactly is a douche canoe? You can figure it out. I'm not quite sure. It's provocative. Do not split up DIY. Make DIY heels and tag team champions. Yeah, I don't know about breaking them up either, because even right now, for me, do we care enough about DIY as a tag team that some type of breakup or heel turn by one of them would make anyone give a shit? I would argue no. So them turning heel together might work better. I agree with you, Damien. I say DIY needs to break up. I'm sick and tired of Regeneration X. It's lame. Yeah, I don't love it, and it's not helped them get over. So right now we are getting a package for Vegas. So we got Triple H. Bellagio. Nice place to stay, by the way. Big fan of the Bellagio. So yeah, we are getting a hype package for WrestleMania 41. Ladies and gentlemen, is it too early to remind everybody we will be here live for the whole Las Vegas Marathon? I was trying to figure out who should take the tag belts off Awesome Truth, and we agreed on AOP. AOP is interesting. Richard was unsure if they would want to heel turn as tag champs. Yeah, I don't know. AOP could be a good front runner. I definitely feel like they need some love. They need some propping. DIY will be thrown. Yeah, possibly. Are you able to set up some type of feud, some type of angle, some type of hatred between DIY and A-Town Down? As we're in the back with Sammy and Jackie Redmond. Oh, Jackie. Dakota Kai for the win. Yeah, I'm going Dakota Kai for the win. We'll see. Lyra Valkyria should be the Nightbird, since she was the bird lady. Hey, Richard, you never know. You never know. So Bronson, okay. Yeah, I think so. Sammy essentially saying he's trying to juggle both, trying to handle both Bronson and Gable. One's personal, one's not. There you go, triple threat. Provocative. Gets the people going. KJ, looks like they're setting up 6 women match. Lyra, Liv, Becky versus Damage Control, which I'm all for. Again, you just highlight the women's division. Even the women that aren't necessarily, you don't really expect anything. And then you see the dynamic here. Liv as a heel didn't help Becky. She rolled out, left her alone. Lyra, the new babyface who has history with Becky, she comes to the save. So we'll see if they give us a 6-women match. We already know there's a reluctant Liv on one side, so not good. Bird Lady for the winning. Winner, birdie dinner. Bum, bum, bum. I would care about DIY if they had a better theme song. Their theme song is absolute trash, Byron. It takes your mood right out of it. They don't seem cool at all. Like, they seem like the old guys at a high school party. They don't seem cool at all. Again, the 41 stage is going to be a slot machine. It could. I mean, this Vegas theme, the idea that WrestleMania is going to Vegas, and you guys can get in the chat right now. We got 90 plus hanging out with us. Let me know. Are you excited? Do you like the fact that they chose Las Vegas for WrestleMania 41? I predict WrestleMania 42, London. I'm hoping. Big hip top. Whoa, we went to mid-match. We're going to a special preview of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Who's a fan of the Planet of the Apes series? Old and new. I'm curious. I've seen them all. I want to know. 2 title matches at Saudi. There you go. Wow. Mid-match, they just gave us a teaser. That was weird. I didn't love that. Let's be real. Triple threat IC match. Let's go. Raw is on fire tonight. Again, I don't have a whole lot of complaints about this show tonight. Again, I know people don't want to cheer for it, but at the end of the day, man, A 3-hour show has not felt like a 3-hour show. We're heading into the last little, 40 minutes now. It's been a really solid show. Every match has been pretty solid. We got an almost roll up here between Lyra and Dakota. King and Queen of the Ring sounds so lame. I'll say it. Come on now. We're going back. We're going back. What's wrong with the King of the Ring? We had to add the Queen. You know, times have changed. But again, what do you want to call it? The Royalty Rumble. No, that's close to something else. What are we going to call it? What would you call it? Or should we just do away with the tournament? Wow, Dakota kicking Lyra in the face. If I was Triple H, I would be pushing Final Testament to the moon. They have literally everything you need in a top heel faction. They are my favorite trio in wrestling right now. Boston, I really hope they can. I know they've tried a couple times. It's been a little stop and start. I'm hoping people can get the booking of Karrion Kross out of their mind. I really, really hope that's the case. They can build and push them. You're right. Like, if they're built right, if they're booked right, they can run over anybody and everybody. 2 title matches. Got that one. Dakota for the win. Beat me to it. Lyra needs knee pads. Facts. I got the perfect theme song for WrestleMania 41. Viva Las Vegas. By ZZ Top. With a little bit of a curveball, Christian. There you go. There you go. Planet of the Apes is ass. Okay. We are tired of this theme song. We are. It's awful. I love the ape. Nothing beats the fist. The first. All right. Okay. I said the fist. The first. I've never really been into Vegas. Fair enough. This is how much they care about this match. They're showing another preview after we just got done watching commercials and then went back to commercials. Paul, I will admit, a little bit of a shitty thing. Yeah, definitely a botched production choice there for sure. Am I a fan? And I love all the I am a fan and love all the Planet of the Apes films, including the ones with Marky Mark. Feel it. Yeah, absolutely. I like them. I didn't love the one with Mark. They're not my favorite, but I like them. AOP are great. Paul Ellering is great, but Cross feels left out as he seems to never get the reaction he deserves. That loss to the Hardy in 2021. That's what I mean, Richard. We got to move past that. We got to get past the fact that he was booked shitty once upon a time. And I think as fans, I think the recipe for Cross is he's just got to come out and destroy. He's got to come out and destroy. We don't need promos. You can give us a little creepy vignettes once in a while, but he's got to come out and destroy. Bird Lady for the win. Ringsider, what do you got? Haven't seen the old Planet of the Apes, but the new ones are fire. There you go. Anthony feeling it. The OG Planet of the Apes were the worst. CG. Oh, well, come on. The old fucking rubber masks and shit were hilarious. Come on. They didn't have CGI. There's no such thing. It was here. Put this on your face. Pretend. Pause. Let's face it. They called DIY called DIY up 3 years too late. Yes and no, Paul, because it's a tough catch 22. Because Vince would have called them up and buried them. Actually, he called up Ciampa and buried Ciampa and bullshit. He had him out there. Remember when Ciampa was coming out dressed like a pylon and hanging out with Miz? That's the problem. Now we just have hope that Papa Paul's got a plan. Cross needs to be booked better. I agree with you and Richard. Only saw first 2 of the new series, but original was always better. I mean, it's what I would say about the new ones is with actual CGI and with actual technology, it's got really cool, right? It's way different than that's a dude in a suit. I'm gonna see Planet of the Apes on Friday. Broken Halo sounds like a date. Let's go. I hate the WrestleMania lands on Easter weekend. I won't be able to watch until Monday. Sorry, Kenny. I love Easter, so I'm going to be enjoying that one. Man, this woman match is suffering from a lot of commercials. Really? I agree with you, Marvin. It does feel like a little of an afterthought. A lot of commercials, a lot of break in the action. But we are back. Big kick. Down goes Dakota. WWE Royal Court would be a good alternative name for King of the Ring. Too similar to the Rumble, though? Down goes Kai on the drop kick. As for WrestleMania, I already stated day one is on my birthday. I'm trying to go Broken Halo. That would be quite the birthday. Big crossbody by Lyra. She back up. That's for Bond. We'll come back to that. What's worse? We are, or CEO? Oh shit, Bendy. I think CEO because they're trying to elicit a cheer. Like they're trying to get the fans to chant CEO. They're trying to artificially create a chant that's not there. We are is kind of just the beginning of the song. They both suck though. Let's be real. I like the Murky Mark one, but it was by Tim Burton. Facts. Good old Tim Burton. The Learning Tree in action on Wednesday on Dynamite. That's awful. Oh, I don't know. Probably going to be better than Ricochet and silly. A pylon. Yeah, do you remember? He looked like a fucking pylon. It was ridiculous. DIY for sure. That's an awful theme. It's not good at all. But CEO, I know you like the CEO. Hers is shit. Damien, I know you like Sasha Banks, but let's be real. Her theme isn't great. Dakota Kai going for the kick. Lyra moves. Nothing beats the ending of the first movie. You blew it all to hell. Seems like these girls are having a great match. We just can't watch it. Well, we're getting a bit, the crowd's a little bit kind of subdued at this point now on this one. First time that I felt like the Hartford crowd really was on a bit of a downer. Big kick out, though. I thought that was it. All Pete Jackson movie uses Andy Serkis like he did in Lord of the Rings. That's how much people are into this. Love the Planet of the Apes movies, except the Marky Mark one. See, you can have difference of opinion. I like it. Oh, scorpion kick. Lyra. Oh, up she goes. Match was a little clunky. I was worried about this match. And Lyra puts Dakota Kai away clean. Oof, that's a tough one. I know some people might jump on that one. Big win for Lyra. I'm torn how I feel about it. This is one of the longest women's matches, 20 minutes. Did it go 20? Fucking 12 of it was commercials. So it'll be Lyra versus Stark. Sky will get the winner of Vega and Baszler. True, but consider this. They had an event called the Greatest Royal Rumble, and nobody batted an eye. Well, because you expanded on... Yeah, fair enough. Right now, we're going to Kofi Kingston, ladies and gentlemen. Kofi in the locker room. He will take on Rey Mysterio. This is supposed to... A lot of injuries. So this was supposed to be Woods, but Woods got taken out, remember? I like the ole, ole, ole chant better than the CEO chant. Yeah, I agree. And that ole, ole chant usually gives me nightmares. I agree they are too hard to force a chant because TK wants so badly to be WWE. And he so badly wants to get Sasha over. He so wants her to be worth the money he paid. And I don't think she is. Time will tell. But everything up until this point, she has not been booked well or presented well and has not delivered well. KJ, with Trips in charge, could you see them ever doing another women's evolution? Yeah, I mean, possibly. I think there's enough women to pull it off. And especially the way Triple H books like pay-per-views. You imagine you could find 6 quality women's match, maybe 7, and throw a pay-per-view at us. I think it could happen. I think it could be fine. And if anybody would do it, Trips. A very serious Kofi as we go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a mouthful, apparently. Playoff game where everybody was yeeting. At least the CEO chants come with all the sexy dance. If that's your cup of tea, does nothing for me, my guy. Sasha does not. No. At least the crowd is into the match. They're actually cheering for Lyra. Again, I think that they've done a good job putting quality in the ring tonight. I wish Asuka was healthy for this match. Her and Lyra would bang. Again, it gives us something to wait for. It's unfortunate. But Gunther Sheamus will take on the winner of Kingston Mysterio. So next week, stacking up already. Valkyria going to take on Starks. And what I like about what we're getting right now that the rosters are locked in, we're seeing different things, different combinations, different booking. You know, Iyo versus Baszler or Vega. Stacking up. Next week's going to be a good show too, folks. At least I get all the 6. Yeah, see, someone else said that. No, doesn't work. As Sheamus getting ready, doing some chin-ups. Dun, dun, dun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will take a moment to remind everybody, as Gunther's also waiting in the back, we are rolling along. Not much time left on the clock, less than a half hour. We will see how this show ends up tonight. 6-0, says Damien. Remember, we are back tomorrow for NXT, Wednesday for Dynamite. Thursday, we are going to bring you Wrestling Court. And while I got 94 people here and we are on a commercial break, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek to what you're getting on Thursday. We've been looking forward to this. We tried to launch it previously. It didn't work out. So Thursday, this is what's going to go down. Watch. There we go, folks. There we go. So Thursday night, 8 p.m., we go live with Wrestling Court. Nick will be defending the honor of one Tony Khan. He'll be strapping on the neck brace. Anthony will be the prosecution, and I will be the wise and unbiased judge as we go back and forth. Is Nick the defendant? Not this time. Not this time. Maybe next time. But, yeah, we're looking forward to getting this off the ground. We really want everybody to tune in and enjoy it. So make sure you be there. Tell a friend. Friday, of course, we got SmackDown. Saturday, we definitely have some wrestling. And we got more coming your way. We're heading towards both King of the Ring King and Queen of the Ring, as well as Double or Nothing. Busy times ahead, folks. So join the channel that watches more live wrestling than anyone else out there. And I thank everybody who already has Wrestling Court. There you go. There we go. Guilty on all charges. Yeah, there's some charges. There's some heavy charges. Impersonating a booker, falsely claiming to have feared for one's life. Is Nick the defendant? That's funny as hell. There you go. There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it. Be there. It's going to be a fun time. We're really going to try and have some fun with this. And we're going to try and do this once in a while where we take a hot topic in wrestling. And by all means, folks, if you have any suggestions, I don't mean right now, but if you have any suggestions, feel free to send us a DM or something, and we'll see who else we can put on trial. We were going to put Vince McMahon on trial, but he is currently kind of on trial, so we left that one alone. What is the punishment? If we could get a hold of the man, not guilty. Tony pleads insanity. That might actually work. That might have to be Nick's defense. Dixie greater than Tony. Anthony might use that against everybody on Thursday night. But we are in a commercial break still. Been commercial heavy the last little bit here. But rolling along, we got about 25 minutes left on the clock. Guilty. Right away, people are just guilty. Just see the neck brace in the man. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. We're looking forward to it. Like I said, we tried to do this before. We had a snag, but with Anthony and Nick on board, we're looking to do it on Thursday. And again, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I will tell you, the viewers out there, you in the chat, you're going to get, some of you are going to get to be witnesses, depending on what you guys say during the court, during the case. Some of your comments may be used against or for the defense. As well, I will be looking to the chat as jury. I'm going to need a consensus of what lawyer, what side of the bar was it going to be, the defense or the prosecution that actually wins out. So let me know. Nick busted out his best emo. If the neck brace don't fit, you must have quit. Yo, Juan, he probably already had that up his sleeve. TK guilty already. He just looks guilty. I'm as the judge, I got to be impartial, right? But we'll see who pleads a better case. But yeah, be there Thursday night for that. Tuesday, obviously NXT. Wednesday, of course, the weekly hopium deflator that is the Wednesday night streams. KJ photo had him looking like Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens Animorph. Motherfucker. That's why the golden KJ is a Braun Strowman toy. Fuck. Gotta see Stephen P. New. There you go. We might have to have him on in a guest spot. Defend Jim Cornette against all the haters. TK guilty of being a Mark clown. Not guilty. Guilty. Not guilty at all. He's innocent until proven guilty, Tony. But that could be one of the charges for impersonating a clown. That's not allowed. Bro, lot of meat, says Pat McAfee, as we are back out of commercial break, and one of my favorite entrances in wrestling, Gunther, is here. No attorney for Tony in Wrestling for Life court. Well, Nick's got a tall task. Nick's got to take on defending the neck brace. So we'll see. The man can talk. Tony, Anthony's going to have to bring his best game. I hope both lawyers get their cases together, get their shit together. Tony Khan made a big mistake in firing CM Punk just because he snapped at the press conference. Christian already given evidence. Christian, like, look, I know it's Tuesday. I know it's Monday. It's only Monday. Shit. But Ludwig out here with Gunther, whatever. I think if found guilty, Tony could be deported to Florida permanently. Right? Well, as long as his neck's hurt, does that mean he can't travel anywhere? This Wednesday, what are they in? I think they're in. Are they in Alberta or BC? I think they're in Alberta this week. So does that mean still no Tony Khan? What did MDB say? Boston should be the bailiff. I like it. All rise. And here's Sheamus. Got Gunther for the win. Anybody not taking Gunther? Ludwig is here. He's definitely costing Sheamus the match. Most definitely could play a role in this. KJ like from guilty. I think you found guilty. Got that one. Oh wow. Oh fuck! I feel like Miss Piggy. I got a frog in my throat. Fella, let's go. New music for Sheamus. I like it. I think it's a bit of a remix of his old music. I could be wrong on that. KJ Boston said that they had been looking Braun Strowens. They had you looking Braun Strowens. That's funny as shit. Gunther for the win. The two Utes. That's Matt and Nick, the two Utes. Anthony's got to drop that line during prosecution. See, this man's got these two Utes. Utes. Tony Khan, don't pass. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Go straight to wrestling jail. Yeah, we're going to put him on trial. He's in trouble. I hope he tunes in. It's his old theme from 2000. Thank you, Bendy. Thought it was familiar. There you go. See, I know some stuff. We know some stuff. We can also know it's Friday. WWE SmackDown will be streamed, and the Fallout show from Backlash at SmackDown will start with a bang. Richard, I like that comment. That is wonderful, sir. Nice shout out. We will be here live for it, so do not miss out. I know I haven't put it up yet, Richard. I promise. Give me tomorrow. I'm only one man. So we are off and running looking for a banger here. And they're just clapping at each other right now. Gunther for the win. KJ, yes, you're right. You're right. Oh, should be a good time, folks. I guarantee you it's not going to be your typical court. Sheamus has been in the gym. He threw away those shooters. Yeah, he took some shit, and he was just like, all right. I mean, it blows my mind when I see someone in such good shape as Sheamus take shit, then I'm like, oh my God. Oh, as Gunther going for the beats of the Bowery, clap style. He only got to 2. Sheamus said enough of this shit. Fine. Finals for King of the Ring, Ilia, Gunther. They can't be in the final, but they can be in the Raw final, like so the East bracket, if you will. So Ilia, Gunther meeting in the semis. I'm all for it. Tony Khan trial going to be epic. Anthony as judge. Richard, I'm the judge. Anthony is the prosecution. Maybe we can change it up though. That Italian guy with no personality comes in to spoil things. Sheamus wins. Oh shit, you're taking Sheamus because of Vici? Vici got drafted to SmackDown though, my guy. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Is Nick going to be able to handle wrestling court? I hope so. Yeah, you're the prosecutor. Don't listen to the crowd. They don't listen to me. The 2 Ute Bucks. The 2 Ute Bucks. The what? The 2 Ute Bucks. That's funny. Nick is gonna come to court like Joe Pesci and because of video. Yeah. Anthony's ready. He's gonna put fucking Anthony's looking to put Tony Khan behind bars. Are you interested in Trent Beretta versus OC? Yes, in a way, Damian. I wanted the Trent Beretta heel turn. Again, it was really weird that technically the OC, OC is the big guy in the group, right? So Trent has a parking lot blood fest with Muffin Top, and now he's going to fight OC in a normal match. Should they not get incrementally more intense? However, I do believe Trent and OC are going to burn. I do believe these two guys can wrestle. I do like both of them as far as what they do bell to bell. I think this match, if it's not overbooked, if it's not a stupid finish, this could be a really fun match that I would almost have. Let me scratch that, actually. I would almost be willing to have this go to a fuck finish if you play it out and have it at Double or Nothing. Or is it at Double or Nothing? No, it's not. Okay, I'm right. It should be a double, like, being that they've been friends for 5 years, every minute of this company, they've been associated. They finally broke up. To me, that's a pay-per-view payoff. Sadly, it's a good singles momentum while Ludwig does. Vici. Yeah, Vici's starting from scratch. Wouldn't be believable in that feud. So he goes to SmackDown, and eventually, essentially you're starting from scratch with Vici. Let's be real. Ludwig is a lucky guy. He's all about that Tiffy time, ain't he? He got Tiffy time. I'm surprised even at ringside. There you go. Wendy is offering half off all Wendy's is offering off all half off all burgers during Sheamus matches. Ouch. I wish. Did Kofi and Rey Mysterio already happen? No. I'm getting the impression that will be next week. If Gilbert's the bailiff, I'm in. There you go. We need a bailiff. We'll have to talk about that. We'll figure it out. I have to put a bailiff on the screen. I know, KJ. Oh, there you go. I thought you weren't paying attention. You got to forgive me. It's common practice. But they could have done a one-off match before Vinci went to SmackDown. You're not wrong, Carpenter. Kind of send him off with a little bit of a spring. But I think, it's going to be one of those things where we don't see him for a little while and then he pops up. So I don't know. His momentum might have been halted anyway. Fella for the win. Okay, so we do have a couple Sheamuses We are back in commercial break, folks. About 15 minutes left on the clock. There you go. Thank you. All right. I wasn't sure. Thank you for reminding me. Gunther for the win. Nick's going to be identifying as a lawyer for weeks after that. I am a small town bird lawyer. Yeah, no. I think SmackDown needs Vinci as a jobber. I doubt he gets any good singles momentum. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, does he go back to his like supermodel gimmick? Wow. Oh my God. We came out of commercial and Gunther just clubbed Sheamus and then twisted his neck with his feet. Pat McAfee, the commercial breaks just as you thought it was. Brutal. These men don't stop. I want the truth. Tony say you can't handle the truth. We'll see. The lawyers are going to get at each other. So I hope they're ready to go toe-to-toe and have it out. I didn't expect this much talk about it. That's funny as hell. I like it. Get loud whistles, slaughtered pigs, screeching owl, a murder case, a guy to beat up for $200, and a biological clock. Larry, if I'm supposed to get something out of that, it went way over my head, homeboy. Shit, I don't know. Oh my God, that will be gold. Nick is Joe Pesci. What if I kick a living crap out of you? Let's go. Imagine seeing the run sheet and seeing that you have to follow that match. I would say, I feel sick. Right? Tap it out. I pulled a hammy. Magneto was right. Possibly. You need a very tall, bald bailiff. Rest in peace, Richard Mole. There you go. I use Omos as the bailiff. Get Bull from Night Court. Oh, come on. Bull's hilarious. Gunther for the win. Shayna versus Selena Vega next week on Raw. The winner faces Iyo Sky. Absolutely. Looking forward to that. I'm curious to see how that plays out. As these men, y'all wanted a banger. You got at least 2 bangers on this show tonight. Interesting show tonight. Very much. Money, he passed away late last summer. Oh, shit. Okay. KJ is the judge in My Cousin Vinny when he saw the Dynamite. So I can't. I don't even know if I can pull off a Munster. This is a hard-hitting match. Love it. Absolutely, guys. And, oh. Big clothesline. But yeah, I mean, earlier we got kind of the fast-paced Ricochet match with Ilia. Now we're getting the big boys just swinging for the fences. So different styles, feels different, doesn't feel like rinse and repeat. And again, bangers. Love it. Rest in peace, Richard Mole. Yeah, absolutely. Is his name Richard Mole? That's tough. Moly. Can't take your eyes off this match. It's hard. I mean, you're not wrong. I've said it before. Say it again. Tony Khan has lost his booking libido. So he needs a booking Blue Chew, is what you're saying? I was going to save it for the trial, but consider this a preview. There you go. Christian can't wait. Christian's getting ready to be co-counsel. Is that a game of Clue? Yeah. Was it Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick? What happened? Big slam. 2 count on Gunther. I pulled a hammy. Me on Thanksgiving. Look at Sheamus's back. Look at his chest. Like, I get it. Sheamus is white as chalk, and it don't take much to red him up. But look at his chest. Now we're going to get the beats of the Bowery. It was in the movie House. Okay. KJ, do you think KO and Sammy had a better run as tag champions than Awesome Truth? Yes. Not much of one, because, again, that was a little... It could have been better, but Awesome Truth has been... to me, it was all about the moment. Now we have the moment. We can move on. Am I wrong? It was Tony with the neck brace in gorilla position. Boston just destroyed Florida in game 1. What was the final tally? And everyone said it was a slam dunk for Florida. Hockey's a different animal, guys. Favorites mean shit and puck. Do you have the dun close? We're working on it. We can only go so far. Oh, Ludwig with the distraction as now Sheamus hung up on that top rope by the leg. Oh, Ludwig with a drop kick. So there you go. Sheamus in trouble now. AEW, that's how you slap. The defense is wrong. Uh-oh, Ludwig getting in trouble. And he gets the boot, and the crowd goes wild. Gunther, the best wrestler. It's hard to argue. He might be the most well-rounded pro wrestler in all of wrestling, guys. And I know people are going, well, what about Ospreay? What about this? Yeah, you know what? I mean, different styles, different animals. We can debate the top 2 or 3 guys. But for my money, I think Gunther's it. I think Gunther, as far as the craft goes, I think Gunther's really got it. I love Night Court back in the day, a very funny show. Brent Spinner Data was on that show. Yeah, I was a wee KJ back when that was kicking around. So, but yeah, definitely some fond memories. I'm here for Tiffany. Okay, you might have missed her. The maid with the revolver in the kitchen. Could be. This match is brutal already. Yeah, we're in a commercial break, folks, as we're rolling through. I imagine this is the last one with about 8 minutes on the clock. I still see about 90, 86 people. Some people heard me say commercial break and fucked off. But yeah, we're rolling right to the end. Like I said, come back tomorrow. Come back all week long, and do not miss Wrestling Court this week. I love to see the crowd response to that little video package. So we're looking forward to it. And again, we love doing these live streams. We got more content. Don't forget, Anthony dropped his first edition of the TNA review. Go check that out. Go give Anthony some love. It is in the video section on our YouTube channel, but it's also on the latest section as well. But go check that out. Give that some love as well. And don't forget our shorts. Our shorts are flying right now. So yeah, the channel's growing by the minute, folks. Sheamus is translucent. Well, right now he fucking red. Tony Khan, the answer to all AEW's problem. Hire Vince Russo. Somebody asked Eric Bischoff, would he rather work with Tony Khan or Vince Russo? I got about 90 people hanging out. Definitely go check it out. Would you rather Tony Khan be running AEW or Vince Russo? If you had to pick, if you were Shad Khan and you had to pick between TK and Russo, who are you working with? It's a good question. Law and Order, right? Let's all go to court now. Dun, dun. Andrade versus Gunther in the finals would be fire. I like Andrade. I don't believe he's in this tournament. Is he? I didn't see him. Wrestling Court created by Dick Wolf. KJ Wolf. The other way around. My first thought was Dick White, but I didn't like that one. I went KJ Wolf instead of Dick White. Ultra Lounge. Yeah, go check it out. 5-1 with 1:22 left. Shit. See, again, hockey's a funny animal. And I said, out of every game, like all the hockey I watched in the first round, Colorado looks unbelievable. They made a really good team look shit. That always makes you nervous. Florida looked great. The Rangers. I was really surprised how well the Rangers handled Carolina in game 1. So we'll see. But fucking Boston, man. They could have such an average year and just the playoff times, they just wake up. Most playoffs. They're just a pain in the ass. Series far from over, but god damn them. C- Scott D. We are back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Vince Russo QR code tonight. Yes, we had a QR code earlier. We did share that video hinting at things. There was a clip of like birds flying. It looks like there's 6 birds. Yeah, a lot of weird imagery. Again, same kind of rhetoric. You forgot about us. At the end, it was kind of like the ring, which what looked to be a howdy-like figure kind of flashing to the front of the cam. Yeah, I might play it again, AJ, but yeah, we did get a QR code. I only saw the one. Vince Russo. Wow. Big Dick Wolf. Oh, I'm just going to let that hang there for a second, buddy. Imagine reading Dick White's name backwards in class. Yeah, not good. I mean, yeah. Upper room. Dick Mole's not much better. But Gunther in complete control of Sheamus right now. I would take Eric Bischoff over Tony Khan and Vince Russo. I think I would too. He seems like the most stable of the group. Tony Russo now. Take Dixie. Wow, we've come that far, have we, Capone? All the way down to Dixie. Wow, big kick inside the leg. That was rude. My New York Rangers are going to finish the story by winning the Stanley Cup. Christian, we'll see, buddy. They look good. They really look good. They look very balanced from front to back. So we'll see. You're going to be here. We're going to be here. We'll talk about it. We'll see how it goes. KJ and Nick, the Cagney and Lacey of Wrestling Detectives. I'll accept that for now. Oh, going out for the Celtic Cross. The knee gives out. Oh, big knee, though. Big knee. It will be off the back of their goaltending. That is proving true. I see Florida bouncing back and winning. That's the thing. I mean, they've done, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, but I'm imagining Boston started Swayman tonight. Unless the coach wants to start playing games again. I hope not. But again, Florida should bounce back, and their goaltending should be able to go neck and neck. Is neck and neck with Boston's goaltending. I give them all that. Who's going to play Harvey Levin in wrestling court? Power bomb! You tune in to find out, John C. The Dragon versus Gunther feels like a foregone conclusion. Wow, Gunther switching into a Boston Crab. Great match. Does Triple H book Sammy to lose to Gable in Toronto with Money in the Bank, angering the crowd? Good. If you want really good heat, it's not a bad place to do it. Good. Right? Could you have Sammy survives the triple threat? Gable's mad because Bronson was in the way. You run it back just one-on-one. Makes sense, Richard. Really does make sense. If I was to choose between Russo and Tony Russo, it's like, wait, you're just going to morph them? So Russo. I'm wondering what, like, again, I think, yeah, I don't know. I think at least Russo's, I don't know, it could be chaos. Is it too much chaos? Wow, we got the Celtic Cross. Sheamus going for the pin, barely. No way. Gunther out, Gunther up. What a match, folks. What a match. Minnesota 50, Denver 30, second quarter. Bartlesville, Oklahoma, about to hit direct by a big tornado right now. T's and P's to everybody out there. If you're anywhere near there, run. No, T's and P's to everybody. I hope everyone's okay. A big tornado. Shit. Anti-M. It was funny because I was playing that. I was playing Wizard of Oz. Good thing no women in the chat now. There's about more than you know. They're just quiet because you guys are crazy. But we're still hovering around 10% female. And we're trying to increase our female audience, Larry. Y'all got me cracking up. I think Roxanne Perez keeps the NXT women's title until Julia. I agree with you, Damien. People are talking about maybe Chelsea beats her. I don't think so. I'll even take Paul Heyman. He ripped his knee pad. Yeah, there you go. Foul. Flag on the field. Knee pad removal. Why did I click on that one, odds? Damn it. Bucks are not a draw. They're not. If they were doing the same storyline right now, just not with the Bucks, with two other people, it'd be way better. The Bucks aren't good. You can't morph two Russos. Even Cornette's version, two Russos on top of each other would be disgusting. I have Dixie Carter running AEW is not a bad idea. At least Dixie knew she had to hire people. She might have hired the wrong people, but she at least knew. And Sheamus with the tap out. I love it. Celtic Cross, that man. And you gave him an out. Ludwig hit the knee early, and you gave him an out. And look, we went right to the limit tonight. The bar comes up right away. Tap out. We got to go home. This match is amazing. Awesome Monday night. Identify as a Ava Rain. Ava Rain. Ava Rain. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of WWE Raw tonight. Let me know in the chat. You're still sticking around. What do you got? Out of 10. How did you feel about this one? I thought tonight was great. I'm going to be straight up with everybody. I thought they did a phenomenal job tonight. As far as that being a 3-hour show, and again, we talk about it doing all these live streams and doing all this energy. All merch started. Wow. If you still feel kind of energized the way I do right now at the end of a 3-hour show plus a half an hour pre-show, the show did a pretty good job. The show did what it was supposed to do. Man, what did we have? 5 really good matches? 2 not bad. Not bad. Look, Dale going 7-0. Ava Rain should book Ront. Come on. Awesome Monday Night Raw. This match is amazing. Sheamus had to tap. And again, he taps in a way that I know people are instantly, they made Sheamus just got back and they made him tap out. He got cheated. He was at a disadvantage and he tapped out to fucking Gunther. So let's hold the criticism. Great way to get the finish. We knew Gunther was going to win. We assumed Gunther was going to win. I liked it. Sheamus getting that IC title later this year. Very possible, Keyshawn. Give it time. 7-0. 8 speed out of 10 champions. There you go. I'm surprised you found 8. You didn't stop at 3. But yeah, 8's fair. Great Raw. 6-1, 62nd overrun. Just tapping out. 9 out of 10 says Richard. Good night. Good night. Was it a good night or are you saying goodbye? 8 out of 10 says Ken. I appreciate that one. 8.25 out of 10 knee pads. 8 out of 10 bangers. Not bad. The Raw was a 9. 9 out of 10. 7. 9.5. Great matches. That's the one thing when a lot of times the criticism against WWE is promo heavy. Tonight was definitely wrestling heavy. And I give them credit. We got a lot of really good wrestling tonight. And even, let's say you didn't like the DQ finish of the one match, served a purpose. Punk and Drew, very minimal. Punk's promo might have been a touch too long, but served a purpose. It was really strong, really simple way to keep that storyline going, keep it strong. Yeah, I mean, I'm having trouble finding a lot of flaws with this one. 9 out of 10, best Raw of the year. Facts, I agree with that. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, best Raw of the year. 8 out of 10. Wow. I give it a 10. My favorite part of the show was CM Punk showing up in a sports car. Special guest, the Yukon. Yeah, I didn't get that. Basketball head coach and Dragunov and Ricochet tear the roof off. You tapped out. 8.75 out of 10. It was the best Raw of the year. Commercials lost point. Yeah, still a sad byproduct of the company. Lots of commercials. Great episode. Y'all really think this Raw was better than the Raw in Chicago? It's neck and neck. It might have a slight edge just because the matches were so much fun tonight. The one in Chicago was great too. Shit. That's good. I like that there's competitors. Not a slam dunk. 0 to 10, no real glass, no super kicks, no super kick party, and no selling 6 Canadian destroyers. It's a good reason to give a 0. Absolutely. 8 out of 10, Scott says for reals. Wow, what a main event. I love the main event. I love the Ricochet match. I thought the women's matches should not be overlooked. Maybe Lyra and Dakota was the weakest of the 3, but remember, it wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, man. Solid night of wrestling. More wrestling than usual, too. They should do King of the Ring all year long. Facts. Like, if you guys are going to book this much for this tournament, the minute you finish this tournament, start another one. Fuck. You know, it's good. It's good, man. And they're already setting up Monday. Friday's going to be packed. They haven't even announced Friday. I know they're going to trickle that out as the week goes, but think about Friday's potential. Andrade and Bobby and who else just went over there? Help me out. Who am I missing? But yeah, it's going to be stacked. Plus the ladies, you still have Jade. Do they split any of them up? Did Bianca get in there? Is it Naomi that's going to be in there? Lots to figure out. You know what? I can feel confident in this rating. 9 out of 10 says Byron. Very good. I can see Ludwig and Sheamus feud for a bit. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I think that could work. Maybe as a side story. Maybe. 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8, 9. Wow. Guys are loving it tonight. King of the Ring, yeah, it's a different concept altogether. But it feels better. It does. And I still don't quite get how the championship works. You win the Continental Classic, you get titles, but then you can lose them individually, but then they're going to come back together. It's weird. Well, I don't know. Is what matches are you looking forward to on NXT tomorrow? Oh, Damien. What is happening tomorrow? Chelsea Green's going to be a fun one. Roxanne Perez and Chelsea Green should cook. Wesley versus Briggs might be a bit of a surprise. Wesley making his return. Briggs trying to cement himself as somebody that matters. So that's got potential tomorrow. What else? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something here. But yeah, again, NXT should be fun tomorrow. We will be live for that. Show ran over by $1.50. So they said, no more. They're just out. We got to go. You can tell Triple H wants King of the Ring to matter this year. I think he did it with the IC title. He did it with the US title. He's doing it with the King of the Ring. He's trying to bring things back that he loved, that he felt were important. And because he feels they're important, you feel what he's trying to do. It's not just booking for the sake of booking. It's booking because it matters to him. And he believes it matters to the company. And ultimately, he believes the fans get the payoff. And so far, he's been pretty right. Ilia versus Ricochet stole the show candidate for best TV match so far. One of, if not the best TV match I think we've had this year. I think Ospreay Fletcher might give it a run for its money, but they're neck and neck depending on what your cup of tea is. And what is good too, the matches had meaning, and they also continue storylines tonight. Take note, Tony. We're putting them on trial for it. We're going to find out. This is how you make a show good while having a tournament. Facts. NXT is stacked again tomorrow night. They're stacking everything. They got a plethora of talent. They're using it. 9. Dun, dun, dun. All right, last call on the chat. I'm going to go 8.5 tonight. Couple little hiccups, but other than that, I'm going to go 8.5. It would have been a 9, but Ricochet's a speed champion, and it took him like 16 minutes to beat an NXT guy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, absolutely. 8.5 could have been a 9. It cooked start to finish. I don't know what the Stopwatch Society counted out. There was a ton of wrestling tonight and quality wrestling. There was nobody with a garbage can on their head. It was really, really good matches. Deducted a point for No Dijak. That seems fair. Shayna versus Carmen. That's going to be fun. We'll see how that goes. What do you think about Carlito's angle? It's weird because they kind of paused it. They were like, Carlito turns. Oh, wait, we're going to draft you with them. But you're mad at each other. All right, fuck it. You haven't broke up yet. Then he's like, he's there, but he's not there. Now he's mad, but he's kind of, I don't know. They're going to step into it a little harder. Maybe now that the rosters are locked in and we can refocus, maybe they will get there. But yeah, it's been a bit of a drag. Wrestling for life over everybody. Thank you so much, MDB. On that wonderful note, have a wonderful night, y'all. You guys are the best. What an awesome chat. Up over our triple digits again. Let me click on Tim. I can't live out Tim. What I love about the King of the Ring is it showcases everyone and they have to bring their A game. That's what it feels like. I love it, Tim. When I was young, again, we talk about how many people like Triple H, Austin, fuck, my mind went blank. Brett, Owen, so many King of the Ring champions. Booker, look what Booker did. Booker extended his career by becoming King of the Ring because he locked into something that was unique, and it got him over again. Yeah, so I think, again, some people are going to overanalyze wins. I can't believe this person lost and that person lost. But it's a case of, on any given Sunday, on any given Monday, the best person can win that match. And, we could run it back and the other person win the next time. I like it. 80 minutes of wrestling tonight. It felt like it, didn't it? KJ, James, Jericho, and Big Bill in action this Wednesday. Fuck. Enough said. I don't have to say anything. It says itself. What up, Robert? All right, ladies and gentlemen, on all your wonderful notes, you guys rock. You guys are excellent. We appreciate you. I know we're down to half, but thank you for joining us tonight. Remember, we're back tomorrow, 7:45 NXT, 7:45 for Dynamite on Wednesday, Thursday Wrestling Court going live, large and in charge, Friday SmackDown, all your wrestling. We watch more live wrestling than anyone else. Y'all know what it is. But that's it. I'm out. I'm tapping. I'm done. Thank you. And until tomorrow, folks, we will see you on the flip side. Later.